locked in these guys are. But when you've got this ancillary thing happening, you can't put blinders on and not see it. So I would expect there would be some sort of a reaction, at least from Tom Brady.
Al Michaels, of course, will have the Sunday Night Football call on NBC. Sentimentality and tributes aside, our Marcus Spears says Brady will ultimately lock in.
What I believe about Tom Brady is that he wants to go to New England and hang 50 on that team.
See how it turns out Sunday night. That's going to do it for SportsCenter All Night. I'm Jay Reynolds. It's Thursday, final day of September 30th. It's the birthday of former All-Star shortstop Carlos Guillen. He turns 46 today. Tom Brady is 44 and still playing. He'll, of course, be in Foxborough. Our Patriots reporter Mike Reese will be here an hour from now. And at 9 a.m., Hall of Fame cornerback Ty Law, who spent a decade in New England. He'll join Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. They're next on ESPN Radio.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max starts next at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPN News.
In college football, Goodyear knows a new season means new possibilities, where every Saturday is an opportunity on the road to greatness. No matter if you're out there playing your hardest or cheering the loudest from the sidelines, tailgating in the parking lot, or your favorite spot to watch the game, Goodyear knows passion is what drives us forward all the way to the playoffs. That's the road that moves us. Goodyear, more driven.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get in on the action. Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month with no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for only $299, all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required, actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
You're in a race against time, and the days aren't getting any longer. This fall, choose professionally powerful Echo outdoor power equipment to tackle the toughest cleanup jobs. Echo blowers, chainsaws, and string trimmers deliver industry-leading power to handle the tallest tasks in the shortest time, and time is running out. Visit echo-usa.com to learn more and find an Echo dealer near you. Echo. Power on. And on.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. Use Microban 24 sanitizing spray to keep surfaces sanitized all day. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses initially, including the virus that causes COVID-19. Microban 24 keeps killing bacteria for 24 hours, touch after touch. When used as directed, Microban 24, touch after touch, it doesn't give up.
O'Reilly. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The first bet on Caesars Sportsbook app is up to $5,000 risk-free, people. When I told my team about the idea, they said I was being too wonderful and magnificent. But I don't care how awesome this makes me. I'm doing this for the people. So just download the app, and that first bet is up to $5,000 risk-free. Caesar made an app for the people.
Must be 21. Offer valid in New Jersey only and for new players. Paid in bet credits. Terms and conditions apply. See Caesars.com/promos. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Not to be dramatic, but I'm obsessed with how much I just saved at Kohl's. I got 25% off Nike clothes for the kids, the cutest $39.99 flex hoodie for me, and got great Columbia gear for all our outdoor adventures. Did I mention the extra 20% off and the Kohl's cash I got? So yeah, not sure what I love more, fall deals or fall weather. Select styles, 20% offer ends October 3rd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer Wet Jet. With Swiffer WetJet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer WetJet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
Here is hoping that you're going to have a great Thursday. You're getting it started with the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic, and our 6 a.m. sponsors, our friends at Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White is here for the pro, and we love Bradford White, and we appreciate them for being a part of everything we've got going on here today. The whole crew is upon us except for Heavy Chevy, who is enjoying a little vacay time. So we've got Dylan. So all the YouTube crew's got to say hello to the D-Train today. D-Train is in.
Choo-choo.
Is he wearing his hat, Pat? Did you see D-Train's hat?
He's lurking around here somewhere. I did not see him.
Yeah, but I want him in the choo-choo hat, the engineer's hat.
I'm sure, knowing him, yeah.
He's probably got it.
One of his many girlfriends probably put it on him.
There we go. He is quite busy. A lot of swiping right.
He almost didn't make it in, and it wasn't for oversleeping.
Telling you. No, he left her in the lobby. He said, wait here for me. I'll be done at 10.
He said, Toots, hold this.
It's a power.
It's a power move.
Toots.
Yeah. Why don't you hold this for me, and I'll be back in a few hours.
All right.
Go get us a pizza.
All right, Nick Siriani, to me, yesterday continues to confound. He's got no answer for the identity of his offense. Zach Berman, I believe, asked him the question. He needed an extra day to prepare to address the media after the Monday night debacle. I thought he'd have honestly been a little better prepared for the event. Bob's going to have Speak for Yourself coming up later in the show. We'll have more on the preparation for Kansas City and retrospective from Coach Siriani. But when asked about the identity of his offense, I want you to see if you can decipher what the Philadelphia Eagles offense is based on this answer, because I am completely confused.
Create explosive plays and protect the football. That's always going to be our identity, because you win the turnover margin and you win the explosive play battle, then you're going to win a lot of games. And so that's always where it's going to start on that. It is multiple. It's based off of what teams are giving you and what's going to happen. So we're going to be able to be in our play actions and be able to push it down the field. We want to be able to dink and dunk when the defense gives you that. We want to be able to run RPOs. Obviously, you've seen us run Jalen. We want to be able to do that. Our screen game, our movements, those are just some different things. And we want to be able to run the football and take some off a young quarterback and help out. When you run the football too, it creates explosive plays with the play action game.
In other words, he said every single thing that an offense could possibly be. So that's the identity of his offense. No, we're not a strong running team. We're not a strong passing team. I'm just going to say everything an offense could possibly do, and that's going to be our identity. That is called DID. For those who don't know, that's dissociative identity disorder, where you have multiple. You just have all these alters because he wants it all. Does that sound like a man with a plan to you? To me, it sounds like a man dancing. Now, I'm more concerned than ever. I got to tell you, hearing those answers. And it might explain why he, for the second consecutive game, in his own words, he said he got lost a bit in play calling. Maybe it's because of the fact that he's never been a play caller and he gets lost in games. And games, by his own words, two games in a row, get away from him. Until he can answer the question about what the identity of the offense is, I don't know how his players know what to aspire to or what this team's going to be. But saying you're going to be it all, it's either naive or arrogant. And I can't decide because he doesn't seem like an arrogant guy. And that's where we begin the 6 o'clock hour with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, the coach, Eric Camille. We got Connor answering your phone calls at 610-632-0975. And, of course, the D-Train got you handled on the YouTube side. We say hello to everybody watching on YouTube this morning as we get started here. Bob, he mentioned every single thing. that an offense. What's your identity of your offense? He mentioned every single thing an offense could possibly do.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That's not an identity. That's an aspiration.
Well, I read it a different way.
Okay.
Which is awesome. I love this.
Which is good.
They don't have an identity because they don't have a lot of talent. So, okay, let's go to the running game. 3 of your 5 offensive linemen are gone, and you don't trust. It's obvious. They don't trust Miles Sanders to be an every down back. All right, let's go to the passing game. Well, guys really aren't getting open. Devontae Smith is still learning the position. Who are you going to rely on? Quez Watkins, all those guys, you don't have it. All right, let's go to the tight ends. For some reason, you're not throwing to the tight end. Zach Ertz looks like he's lost it. He did lose a step. There's no question about it. Dallas Goedert, for whatever reason, you're not getting him the ball. I don't know what it is.
Not enough, yeah.
And you have a quarterback that we all have questions about. And I'm sure Nick Sirianni does too. I think what the case is, and I am not defending, I'm just wondering, he's not giving the identity because he hasn't found one yet.
Then that's the answer.
Well, yeah, but you can't say, all right, this is our identity and this is what we're going to do when maybe you've tried it and it's not that good.
Yeah, but I think the answer is, Bob, then is what's the identity of your offense? I'd say 3 games in, we haven't found one. We're trying to find what this team does well. It's going to be a process. It's probably going to take us till midseason or late season to really understand what we are and what we do well. That's the answer. The answer isn't we're going to be explosive plays, we're going to be the running game, we're going to be a play action, we're going to be RPO, we're going to be.
That's his hope. His hope is that everything comes together.
That's an aspiration.
Yeah,
you want to be. So you're going to be the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Like by the end, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. That the answer was what you said first, Bob. It's the idea is we don't know what the identity is.
Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. It was actually a podium in front of a ravenous media and fan base that probably doesn't want to hear that. Like
he said possibly every single thing an offense could be.
Yeah, I mean, even if he wanted to say what he did, you could say, we'll take it week to week, and what the opponent gives us is going to be our identity, and we'll formulate our game plan to attack each defense we face. Something. It wasn't a great answer. It wasn't very confidence-inducing.
I think the answer to me, though, would be, again, just to have the grasp of, we don't know what our identity is.
And that's okay, I guess.
That'd be a fine answer. That's a fine answer. We don't know what our identity is. We would love to be this. We don't know if we can be that yet. But this is what, we'd love to be a team that was with RPO, with a guy like Jalen Hurts, that was able to get the ball down the field with some explosive plays mixed in. You can give that answer. It's just he literally rattled off every single thing an offense could be.
Yeah, he just said football words.
Yeah, I agree with you that would be the right answer. I just wonder, and this is just me, how hard it is for a young coach, first year, 3 games in, trying to establish himself, to say those 3 words that are so tough for most. I don't know. So
you're right.
Like an Andy Reid sitting up there in a rebuild year. Yeah, we have to figure it out. We have to find it easy as can be. Doc Rivers, guys that have been around the league for a long time and have established themselves.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, right? That's easy to stand up there and say, you know what, it's a week-to-week thing. Yeah, we have to figure it out. We haven't done it yet. That's easy for them to say. A young coach, 3 games in, first year, first head coaching job, to say after 3 games, yeah, we don't know yet. That's
a cachet. He doesn't have the cachet. Really, you're saying
exactly. Maybe that's part of it.
That's not a bad thought, Pat. What did you think of the first of all what he said and then what I'm saying?
He sounded like a 6-year-old when you're asked. Well, when you ask a 6-year-old, what do you want for Christmas? Well, I could really go with Hot Wheels, and I want $1 million, and like you're right. He said and I had the exact same thought you did, John. Not so much Bob. Sorry, Bob. You're on an island. Dude, a little more depth would be nice. I understand that you might not have those pieces, but tell me ideally what your offense should be, not just throwing out a bunch of football words in an ideal situation. Yeah, okay, you just played Madden on rookie. That's what you told me. Like, come on, man. This is the bad Sirianni, and I don't want to rip him too much for a bad answer. Yeah, of course we'd all want that. And throw in Margot Robbie while we're at it. Like, come on, man. Really? That's your answer?
That's just how I feel, is that it's okay, though. And Bob makes a really good point, though, that I honestly never thought of. That the idea of him saying, just answering it honestly and saying, I don't know, I'm not sure.
Then you'd be ripping him for saying that.
No, I wouldn't, though. I wouldn't. I said, if he comes out and he says to me, If he comes out at that press conference and says the exact answer Bob answered first, we don't know yet. We're 3 games in. We are trying to establish a lot of things. Some things we've had mild success with. Some things have been a complete failure so far. But we're going to keep working at it, and we're going to find out what we're good at. And hopefully by midseason, late season, we're going to be rounding into shape and know what kind of a club we are. I wouldn't rip that answer at all. I'd say that's the answer. Yeah. That's legitimate. The illegitimate answer is to say we aspire to be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well,
we can do it all.
We also have to remember he's not just answering the media and talking to fans as much as we want to think he is. He's also in his mind is also talking to his team. So if he were to say, "Yeah, we are that running team. That's what we need to be," and then the wide receiver's like, "Oh, really? Seriously? What am I?" You know what I mean? Like, I think it's probably also, besides not wanting to say I don't know, he wants to keep everybody happy, and that's what he did with that answer. He said, we want to do RPOs, we want to pass, we want to run, we want to do this, we want to do that. So in his mind, he's probably saying, I'm also talking to 53 guys in that locker room, and I need to keep them happy. Sometimes when you're at a press conference, you forget that, but then when they talk, you say, oh, okay, he's not just talking to the fans or us, he's also talking to his team. So
I'm thinking that there's they're coaching, they're trying to coach him up. That somebody's trying to coach him up and make sure that he's well prepared. The Sixers came out the other day. What did we say about the Sixers? We all talked about it the other day after the Sixers had their media day. I thought they were all incredibly prepared for any questions on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
And to me, I always give credit to a PR squad.
Yeah, and Joel's smart enough to take a couple subtle digs without
just have some fun.
Yeah, without saying anything.
Correct.
He was great.
He was great. And so to me, like it's up to people to coach him up and prepare him. He looks like a cat in a hot tin roof. He looks anxious. He doesn't seem to have answers. I hope that I hope this is going to be okay. I hope he's going to let the game let this come to him. I think the first year is when you can get away with stuff like this. But as Bob says, maybe he's insecure about sounding like he doesn't have a plan.
Well, I think this is coming off of him appearing like he didn't have a plan on Monday night. Like he got his brain put in a blender. I don't think he was prepared at all Monday night, and I think you're seeing the effects of him trying to put the brain back together. So I think he's still kind of reeling. Like, that's a shock to the system when you just get absolutely manhandled like that on national TV. He's the story of his hometown. I'm sure Mount Union, all these places is Sirianiville now. And he goes out on Monday Night Football and gets the doors blown off. He's probably going, oh, damn. Reality check.
Yes.
We've all played sports and been in games where maybe we were getting our asses handed to us. And, I can remember vividly, playing the Camden Highs and stuff like that when they were in their heyday. And as a player, it sucks, but at least you're using that energy to try to get it back or whatever. There's no worse feeling than to be a coach and a game starts going like that, and you can do nothing about it. And as I described it to you before, I just think the wheel was spinning so fast, and instead of him trying to slow it down, he tried to get on and stay with it. And
that hopefully will change. Yeah. And again, I'm not trying Pat to use his own words against him. I'm just using the fact that for 2 consecutive games, he's talked about the game getting away from him.
Yeah, that's troubling.
As a play caller. And that scares me because he's called plays for 3 games now.
That's extremely troubling. And you figure, okay, well, if the game is getting away from you, do you have the wherewithal to, I'm not saying this after 3 games, but if this becomes more of a trend, do you have the wherewithal to go, this is just something I'm not good at? Here, Jim Bob Cooter, you take it.
He has 4 guys on his staff, on his offensive staff, that have called plays. 4 guys under him that have called plays.
That might be more concerning.
What do you mean?
The fact that he has all those guys and he still sucks at it.
Well, the thing is after game 2, he said, I'm going to use these guys to hold me accountable. They're going to check and see how I'm doing. They're going to make sure I'm making good decisions. They're going to be. I don't know. I want to know who's in with Steichen and who else is in his ear saying, do this, call this. Because somebody fell asleep Monday night. Or it was a freaking decision by the head coach that was just terrible.
Yeah.
Dallas ran the ball 41 times, if I'm not mistaken. Like 40 times.
Sounds about right.
And the Eagles ran it 3. It's embarrassing.
Those three were sexy, though.
It's
Good runs.
I mean, it's embarrassing.
I mean, there is the possibility, too, that Jalen's leaving a lot of plays on the field, and things could be going very differently if there's another quarterback. So it's hard to know exactly this early who's got more of the blame.
Well, if there's another quarterback, you're not running an RPO offense, most likely, right?
Depends who the quarterback is, I guess.
I mean, I think if Nick Sirianni had his... He has his.
He had
druthers,
Herbert.
nobody
I don't
else
think
has
he
it.
is.
If Nick Sirianni had a quarterback, any one of a number of different quarterbacks, I don't think he's running this offense. And I'm wondering if that's the problem.
Wrong offense for the wrong player?
That he's running it for Jalen Hurts. That he created an offense for Jalen Hurts. Remember, this is an offense he's never been familiar with.
Yeah.
He had to go to people that were his mentors because this is never his design. So that tells me it's something that he doesn't like.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what type of quarterback best prospers from an RPO. Because you would think it's a mobile quarterback, right? Somebody that can pull it back and has three options. Hand it off, pull it back, you run, or pull it back and throw the ball. But yet, the best RPO quarterback we've seen here was an immobile Nick Foles.
Correct.
So I don't know. I don't know.
How's everyone doing?
But Nick tore up the middle of the field with those little slant patterns and little. I mean, he got rid of the ball. A lot of short passing game.
Absolutely.
And I don't know that this guy can execute the short passing game.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
We're going to find out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, switch up your routine with Wawa's delicious and crunchy breakfast and lunch paninis. Choose your favorite, like Southwest Turkey or Chipotle Bacon Egg Panini. It's available for you at Wawa. All I can say is listless. I honestly, I hate to use. I don't want to use the term because I don't think it's fair. I don't like using the word gutless, but it's like the Phillies go into a series in Atlanta and just come up with nothing. I really don't know more what to say about the 2021 Phillies. But this series will be just this series alone with everything laying on the line for you to come out and just have no fight. You got no fight. You got no energy. You got no answer. And Aaron Nola again.
Quality start.
Did you see again the shots in the dugout? Aaron Nola, he does not have those guys do not have faith in him. No matter what kind of crap they'll tell you in a post-game interview, they don't have faith in him. He puts them behind the eight ball before they even have a chance to really get rolling.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. And it sucks that they come out first inning, boom, 2-0, and you can't have that. But
it's deflating.
You know, who are they to look at him? Who are they to look at anybody? They went, meaning the offense.
Terrible.
They went to Atlanta. They've combined for 8 hits in 2 games and 2 must-win games.
Terrible.
Bryce Harper, for everything he's been, and you can't really fault him, but like I wonder if it's kind of contagious, goes 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. It's just, I can't believe this offense rolled into Atlanta and has gotten you 8 hits over 2 games.
I can.
Well, we can.
We'll have more of it at the bottom of the hour, but tonight they can be eliminated. And tonight the Braves can win right in front of them. And I hope they got more fight in them than to let that happen. Hey, there's an early linchpin, and Jamie says the numbers are great.
This is the linchpin.
This is an early linchpin.
Yeah, the Manning cast on Monday Night Football I'm becoming addicted to.
It's fun.
It's really fun. The interviews take away a little bit from the actual gameplay because they have such great guests that it's easy to get lost in an interview with a Nick Saban or somebody of that ilk. They've had some LeBron James. I mean, their lineup on Monday was ridiculous. Awesome. It's awesome, and the numbers are growing every week. So far over the 3 weeks, it started in a little just over 1 million viewers. Week 2 was up to 1.8 million viewers, and week 3 this past week was up to 1.96 million viewers. To put it in comparison, the Monday night normal broadcast gets about 14.9. So you have a little over 16 million people watching Monday Night Football, which is wild when you think about it.
It's different, though. This is incredibly different, and I wonder, Bob, if it appeals to someone like you. If they're saying the guy who doesn't care about play-by-play voices, the guy who doesn't care about that, we'll give an alternative, because I always love those national championship game broadcasts where they have the coaches room and everything.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
Yeah. It's funny. I haven't given it. I told you guys how much I love Peyton Manning. I could watch him all the time.
He's fantastic.
but I still haven't given it enough of my attention. I have to do it more. I couldn't do it at all during the Eagles game.
I did in the second half when it got laughable.
If I could have, it would have been then. I think it's because I'm wrongly, I can't process two things at once, I don't think. And that's why if I'm watching a game, I have to give it more time, and I can't wait to do
That's
so.
where I think they just need to dial back the guests a little bit.
Just a little.
And get a little more gameplay.
Egan, where do you follow
I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched
But I think where it'll flourish is bad Monday night games. Like, as Bob said, I wasn't going to watch it during the Eagles game, even though it was a disaster. Just staring at Eli's face as my team gets blown out wasn't really something I really wanted to do with my life. But if you have a game of, Jacksonville-Houston, I'll flip on the Manning cast because that game's a dumpster fire. I mean, I don't need Steve Levy telling me what's going on in that game.
I hate to say it. Eli's very likable.
Eli is incredibly likable.
Yeah.
He's and
I've never hated Eli.
I laughed at
They owned Eli, so it was fun playing.
Hashtag not my man.
But like Monday night, he had his socks, he had his shoes off or something, and Peyton's going, Eli, do you have your shoes off right now? Are you in socks? It's just like it's fun. It's funny.
Eli plays the part of the
goofball younger brother kind of.
Yeah, and they really do though. It's clear if you watch, they do have an older brother, younger brother dynamic.
Yeah, totally.
And you can tell that Peyton is Archie's favorite. Like, it's like Americana family right in front of you. The older brother saying, "Yo, dude, I'll take this. You sit down. You can be a part of it." But it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a 3-week hiatus now, so that'll be back week 7 and 8.
I love that they're trying stuff.
I hope it stays.
Well, there's no question.
My concern is Eli and Peyton going, we don't really need to do this. I hope they love doing it.
How about better than NHL Finals games?
The numbers?
Better than WNBA games, better than college basketball games sometimes they put on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's NFL, so they get the NFL bounce, but this is impressive. They're going to stay doing this for a while.
It had better numbers than Memphis versus University of Texas San Antonio last week. That is not easy to do.
It's not easy to do. Hope Memphis is very tired on Saturday. Hey, if you want a little insight into my origin story, young Sheldon joins the Big Bang Theory on PHL 17. Weeknights at 7 and 9:30. Family night is every night on PHL 17. Make sure that you check that out. I don't want to spend money on something. I was asking Bob about it earlier. I'll share it with you coming up. But I'm also not blindly accepting a talking point that I've been hearing regarding your Phillies. We'll get to that, plus lots more on your Eagles. Nick Siriani and more, and Speak for Yourself with Bob Cooney coming up at 7:40. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
Do you have your own small business? Well, there's nothing more valuable than your time. Save time and money with Stamps.com. Send letters and packages with discounted rates from USPS, UPS, and a whole lot more. Since 1988, Stamps.com has been an indispensable tool for nearly 1 million businesses. All you need is a computer and a printer, and within minutes, you're up and running. You'll get exclusive discounts on postage and shipping. Once your mail is ready, just schedule a pickup or drop it off. With Stamps.com's new Rate Advisor tool, you can compare shipping rates and timelines to easily find the best options. Save time and money with Stamps.com. And there's no risk. And with my promo code Cooney, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Cooney. That's Stamps.com, promo code Cooney. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again.
The John Kincade Show.
This is not radio fantasy camp. We're on the air here.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Join Pat Egan from the John Kincade Show Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. at J.D. McGillicuddy's, 111 Cotton Street, Manayunk, for Bud Light's Saturday game night. Enter for a chance to win a trip for two to the January 2nd Birds game in Washington and a signed Boston Scott jersey, courtesy of Bud Light. Plus, enjoy $3 Bud Light drafts and $4 seltzers. Complete details at 975thefanatic.com.
Hey, it's Cuz. Pro football, college football. Oh, it's happening. The Parks Sportsbook app has you covered. Based right here in the Delaware Valley, Parks is the home team. 5 for 5 Sportsbook. New customers, sign up right now. Get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Yes, a risk-free bet up to $500. What a deal. So much fun to be had while you watch the game. Live in-game betting lets you bet while you watch the game, right in the palm of your hands. Bet more than the score. Bet on player performances. Bet on passing and rushing yards, touchdowns, halftime score. Bet on who scores first and more. Get in on the action now. New customers sign up right now and get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Yes, a risk-free bet up to $500. Your risk-free bet refunded in site credit. Website has terms and conditions. Download the Parx Sportsbook app or click parxcasino.com/PA. Use my promo code FANATIC. Must be 21 in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I don't want to talk about it.
But honey. Hello?
Hey, sis. What's up?
Don't ask. Paul and I just had an argument.
Oh, no. About what?
Well, we're having intimacy issues, and he doesn't want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. It's extremely difficult. Jack and I went through this 2 years ago.
Really? You two seem happy and so close.
That's because we found Forge Medical Group and their acoustic wave therapy.
Paul will not do surgery, pills, or injections.
Well, neither would Jack. But with wave therapy, Paul won't have to. Wave therapy uses sound waves. Check out their website, forgemedicalgroup.com.
Forge Medical Group's board-certified medical director and his team offers this acoustic wave therapy technology, and it can restore intimacy without pills, injections, or surgery. This is a completely safe ED treatment. Appointments fill fast. Call now, 610-632-8181. That's 610-632-8181. Or online at forgemedicalgroup.com.
With Early Paycheck, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days earlier. That's another reason banking with Capital One is the easiest decision ever. Even easier than deciding to open the biggest birthday gift first.
Happy birthday to you.
Which one are you going to open first?
The pony.
Yep, even easier than that. Plus, with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is banking with Capital One even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. No fees or minimums on new consumer accounts. Capital One and a member FDIC.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like the course keeps changing right before your eyes. Whoa! And in order to maneuver it, you need an expert by your side. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the tech solutions you need to help you get out in front and stay ahead of the game. Whew! For advice on solutions like XPS 13 laptops powered by Intel Evo platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook is ready to make this football season one to remember. All season long, you can score at Bet Rivers Sportsbook with free bets, odds boosts, and more. With player props, thousands of game lines, and live in-game betting, Bet Rivers Sportsbook delivers a best-in-class sports betting experience and has an experienced customer service team to back it up. Visit Bet Rivers Sportsbook today and bet this football season with a local trusted team that puts you first. Go to BetRivers.com and be a winner. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21 or over to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get in on the action. Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month with no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for only $299, all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required, actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
At Shell, we know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up,
Good night.
there's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And snack up with in-store rewards to save even more at the pump. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell and engines that continuously use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline. See full terms and conditions at fuelrewards.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So your headlights are getting dim? With the seasons changing, now's a great time to change them. Upgrading your headlights can ensure you'll be safe and ready to handle darkness and fog. Oh, and we recommend replacing in pairs. That way you won't have uneven lighting over time. You can get all of your lighting needs fast with our next day delivery and free same-day store pickup. Getting the job done just got easier.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions and details at AutoZone.com.
Not to be dramatic, but I'm obsessed with how much I just saved at Kohl's. I got 25% off Nike clothes for the kids, the cutest $39.99 flex hoodie for me, and got great Columbia gear for all our outdoor adventures. Did I mention the extra 20% off and the Kohl's cash I got? So yeah, not sure what I love more, fall deals or fall weather. Select styles, 20% offer ends October 3rd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
My first first plan to spice up the NFL season was to add man-eating tigers to the game. We lost a lot of great players that day, and that was my bad. Now I'm bringing you the Caesars Sportsbook app. It's got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesars rewards, people. It's even better than Tiger Ball.
You must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Since being the first to make wiper blades over a century ago, Trico has protected drivers in any weather. We're always looking ahead, studying your specific driving conditions so you'll be ready for anything. Like, if it actually rains cats and dogs, you can handle every soggy Siamese and drenched Doberman. Your Trico wipers maintain maximum windshield contact for safe, clear driving visibility, whatever the weather. Trico, the future of wipers since 1917. Visit TricoCatsAndDogs.com.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Yes, I'm a seasoned broadcaster, but I've also got a fine head of hair.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Park Sportsbook app has got a great offer for you. New customers sign up now and get a free $50 sports bet. There's no deposit required. So, look, there is no game here. Free $50 sports bet. Just click parkscasino.com/PA. You got to be 21 in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Bob's dancing like an old reference here. Gene the dancing machine over here.
Oh, man, he was
You're
the
doing
best.
Gene.
He was
the dancing machine. This
was a great show.
Jamie, do you even know Gene the dancing machine?
No.
Nah, he was.
From Bala Cynwyd's own Chuck Barris, the host of The Gong Show. Do you ever see?
I've heard of that.
You've heard of The Gong Show.
Yeah.
Chuck Barris is from Bala Cynwyd, I believe. Is his hometown.
Yeah, I know he's from the area.
And he was auditioning before they were doing The Gong Show. He was the producer of the show. And he had all these people set to come in for interviews to be the host. And the guy didn't show up the day of the pilot.
Yeah.
So Chuck Barris had to step in. They had all the production money. He had to step in and record the pilot.
And he
became,
aced it.
And he became, well, he was stupidly awkward, and he was really good at it.
Huh.
So he became the host. But Gene, and the unknown comic.
The unknown comic. Gene, like the music would start.
Everybody
would stop. And everybody start dancing. This guy would just come
He was
out.
supposed to be the janitor.
It was hysterical.
Yeah.
And he would come out, and this guy had moved, and he had a dance routine. So he'd come out. It was very
Made
fun.
all the ladies woo?
No. Gene looked more like Rerun from What's Happening, but he's very funny.
I know that show.
You do know What's Happening?
Oh, yeah. I watched that all the time growing up.
Hey.
Yeah.
There you go.
A great opening.
It's one of the best.
It might be a top five.
It's a great opening. I'm not blindly accepting the talking point, and even on the Phillies broadcast, I've heard it. If Rhys Hoskins was here, the Phillies would have had a different fate. So I finally said, you know what? You're a geek, John. Go find out about when Rhys Hoskins was there. When Rhys Hoskins was with the Phillies in April, they were 13-13 games he played. When Rhys Hoskins was with the Phillies in May, 28 games, they were 12-16. When Rhys Hoskins was with the Phillies in the lineup in June, they were 12-12. When Rhys Hoskins was with the Phillies in July, they were 13-9. So at the end of July, in every game that Rhys Hoskins had played, the Phillies were 50-50. And then they were 5-2 in August, 55-52. So with Rhys Hoskins, they had a .514 winning percentage. Without Rhys Hoskins, they are 26-25. They're the exact same team. Exact same team with him, exact same team without him. And when you're talking about 107 games, that's a good sample size. So at the end of this year, when Joe Girardi or John Middleton or anybody else tries to tell you, well, Rhys Hoskins didn't get injured, all you have to know is you had 107 games of Rhys Hoskins. You had 2/3 of this season with Rhys Hoskins. And they were 55-52 with him. That is a completely disproven narrative. 26 and 25 without him, 55 and 52 with him. They are who they are. Pat, you still have your Phillies hat, and I'm proud of you.
Fortunately.
I'm proud of you. You're still holding on.
Well, season's still alive. We're making the playoffs.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I love your energy. But,
I don't know if anyone heard a loud bang last night around 10-ish. It was the Chunish train going right off the tracks, and it derailed. No survivors.
I saw it on Action News this morning. So it's going to be Cuz Radio today.
Just pour one out.
Alone?
Yeah. Look, I think one of the reasons why they're the same team is because Bryce Harper really took the team on his back and filled in for himself, which is what he was doing before, but he upped his numbers to kind of make up for Reese's absence. On the surface, I go, well, they're a better team with Reese Hoskins. I think everybody will admit that, but it's even more troubling that they're record-wise they're the same team because Joe Girardi doesn't want to hear it. Like, dude, you had the easiest record in baseball, or the easiest schedule in baseball facing. So the fact that you didn't really improve at all facing teams like the Pirates, that's concerning to me.
I mean, concerning is a good word.
Yeah. I'll make a case that, they probably would have been better with Rhys Hoskins. Now, Hoskins was on pace to go for like 30 and 100 early in the season until he got out
30s.
August. Yeah, until he was out August 25th. While he was on pace to put up those numbers, Bryce Harper had an on-base percentage of in the 370s and a batting average like in the 280s.
Okay.
Hoskins leaves. Harper's on-base percentage climbs up to 470. He batted 370 over that time. I'm just saying that if Rhys Hoskins consistently, and he walked an unbelievable amount of times, if consistently Rhys Hoskins had somebody on base, like Bryce Harper was in the month that he was out, maybe perhaps his numbers get even better and he can win you some games. With an offense that's been anemic.
I don't believe that you can, I don't believe that that's how, the logarithm of life or whatever, the algorithm of life works, though. They had 107 games. And maybe Bryce did, and I think Bryce did step up in a huge way.
But a lot of those 107 games didn't have Ian Kennedy and Kyle Gibson here, and they were a better team when those guys got here. I know Kyle Gibson kind of has hit the skids a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But it brought stability. Ian Kennedy arriving made Hector Neris better, made some of these guys fall into more natural slots in the bullpen. So I think post-deadline they were a different team. Ranger Suarez got better.
When we say post-deadline they were a better team, they were honestly the same team.
But they're better.
I don't understand. They're the same team. They're the same results.
I hear you.
Same results. Exact same results. 55 and 52.
But they're a better team, like you would admit, right?
They on paper?
Yes.
Results, no.
But they're a better team.
I don't understand. I'm basing on his results. No, they're not a better team. The results are the same.
Well, if you remove the 4-hole hitter from that team, they're just a better team on paper post-trade deadline.
On paper. No, we agree on that. On paper they are, but
they're
the
a better
results,
team.
they're not.
A
No.
lot of those post-deadline deals don't have Rhys Hoskins in it.
I don't care if they're better on paper.
You
that
lost
does
a guy
nothing
that's
for
40
me.
and 100. I disagree with
on
you.
paper, it does nothing for me.
We'll get into it with Ricky Bowe again today.
Well,
but he agreed last week. I mean,
Yeah.
he said they're a playoff team if Rhys Hoskins here.
They're all drinking that Kool-Aid.
I don't think it's Kool-Aid.
They're all pushing that narrative.
JT Realmuto was bad down the stretch.
Terrible.
Yeah, so if that's Rhys, he's not
and be careful. People are going to come after you because he's the best catcher in baseball.
He's not a 4-hole hitter. And the fact you put him there, that should be Rhys.
I think it's real simple. Yeah, are you a better team with your 4-hole hitter that was going to hit 35 and 100? Are you a better team?
Yeah, you would think on paper, yes.
Well,
when you had them all, you were 55 and 52.
Yeah, but that was also without your best hitter doing what he did in the last month of the season when your 35 and 100 guy wasn't there.
Or did he do that because of the fact that they needed him to step up?
Well, regardless, I mean, imagine he's stepping up and he's hitting doubles.
Because he had 107 games to play like that before.
Look, Jamie just said it. JT Realmuto's hitting fourth for you. I'm sorry. I'd rather have Rhys Hoskins. I would feel better about my team if Rhys Hoskins is hitting fourth and Realmuto's back 5 or 6.
I'd absolutely believe on paper that they're a better team. But I'm just going results. They're not a better team. And it's a shame, but they're not.
But the trade deadline, I throw that out because of the trade deadline. I think that trade deadline changed the team dynamic big time. I mean, the bullpen, the effect it had on the bullpen, I think, was real. I know they still blew some games,
But it didn't in results, though.
I know what Jamie's saying.
I know what he's saying, too. It's on paper, they look like a better team, but
they
they're
have
not.
the same record, and then you take JT out, but you adding in Kyle Gibson, you're adding in Ranger Suarez. Guys are moving into more natural positions. I'm leaning towards Jamie's side of things where, okay, if there's the same team, then if you add Rhys Hoskins to this current team, which is different than the team he was on post-deadline, yeah, I think they're a better team.
Okay, now here's what I'm going to...
You still should have made the playoffs.
Here's where I'm going to hold you all accountable then. When John Middleton says this offseason, don't rip it. When Joe Girardi says it this offseason...
No, I don't want to hear it.
No. You got to.
Because I don't want to hear it.
Because you believe it.
I believe it, but that doesn't mean I want to hear it.
But you have to.
When it comes out of their mouth, it's an excuse. When I say it, it's part of reality.
If you believe it's reality, then they can believe it's reality.
Well, they
so they have an excuse then.
Now
they have
right
an excuse.
Now, the PR people, don't say it.
Because they're going to use it.
I don't
This
think
is what they will use to
say
justify to say, we were right there. This team was right there. If we hadn't lost Rhys Hoskins, they're going to forget the fact that the Braves went all year without their number one starter, that they lost their MVP candidate in Ronald Acuna Jr., and they lost their four-hole hitter because of the fact that he got in a domestic violence incident, and they lost him for 4 months. They lost their leadoff hitter, who's an MVP, who would have been MVP. He was on pace for MVP. They lost their cleanup hitter, and they lost their number one starter.
Well, they have a farm system to make trades.
And people are going to spin it as, well, if Rhys Hoskins had been here, Phillies would have won.
Well, that's why it's not an excuse, though, because of the fact that if you look at the teams that were playing down the stretch, isn't it an excuse in a way? You still should have handled your business.
You should have handled your business against these crappy teams.
And that's why it's not an excuse. Because if you were playing a regular schedule, okay, I can buy your excuse. Dude, you're playing the Orioles.
That's what I'm saying. If Rhys Hoskins was there, I'm not accepting this because they should have beaten these teams with or without Rhys Hoskins.
All right, well, the Braves got better post Acuna's injury.
They did. They absolutely did.
By your theory,
they got better. No, they got better all year long because they went out.
But they stunk with Acuna in the lineup, so therefore they maybe should have benched Acuna.
But they would have.
They should trade him.
They had the same exact record they had the year before.
Rhys Hoskins,
and then they went on a tear. If Acuna had been there, they would have went on the same tear. That's what I'm going to assume because they've done it 3 years in a row.
If Rhys Hoskins is here, the Phillies go on the same tear.
The Phillies never go on a tear.
Well,
they don't do that.
This is a different club now. I mean, you had the MVP of the league. You were terrible. You had the chance to go on a tear.
They're going to say it. That's going to be the excuse. And when they feed it to you, you're going to have to eat it because that's going to be the.
Honestly, they shouldn't say it.
They're going to, though.
I hope they don't.
They will, though.
If they say something like, it's a shame we didn't have Rhys Hoskins because it was there for the taking, the next sentence has to be, however, we know we have a lot of positions that we have to address.
Correct. And they better do it.
Guys, they only blew 31 saves.
Yeah.
34, right?
Wait a minute, Bob. You just said they're naive.
34?
They're naive.
They can't
They're
be
naive,
that
and they're hoping the fan base is stupid. They're hoping the fan base believes that this team really was a contender.
Well, then they don't know their fans if they think we're stupid.
They're going to try to sell it.
Well, what does attendance tell you? Does attendance tell you that the fan base is smart?
No. Well, it depends.
Yeah, because they're not supporting a good product right now. I mean, you can tell an intelligence level of this fan base by how full that stadium is. And nobody believed this year, so nobody's going to want to hear an excuse. Nobody's going to want to hear anything. So I think they'll be pretty stupid if they try and spin that.
It's also amazing to me that they actually went 2.5 months with a bullpen game. And they thought, okay, we'll make the playoffs.
This is a good plan.
With a bullpen game. That's ridiculous. Not the best bullpen, an improved bullpen, but not the best bullpen.
Right.
And they actually were like, yeah, that'll work.
Flyers and the Bruins tonight. Pat's got preseason hockey. Has Sketch asked for a Flyer segment yet, Coach? We had from Sketch asked for any Flyer segment. I want to make sure that
he's not even up yet.
He's not even up yet.
This is the Flyers segment.
He's not even up to complain that we're not talking about Flyers preseason hockey.
I'm sure he's having a bad dream right now or something.
There you go.
They're trying out a bunch of different goal songs, apparently.
They are. Yeah, I heard that.
Haven't heard Ya Ya Ding Dong yet.
Tarzan Boy was on the other night, apparently. I like that.
That's not bad.
Tarzan Boy would be cool.
Bad.
That's Baltimora.
Is that
the band?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did not know that.
That's good
Baltimore.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
DJ knowledge by you, Coach.
Hey,
come on, man.
In Cooney's Corner, Andy Reid is strolling back into town.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Yeah, this is a scary weekend. I hate to say it, and I don't want it to be, and I'm not going to be Debbie Downer and all that. I'm more looking at this Kansas City team than I am looking at the Eagles right now. They've started out 1-2. They've given up a boatload of points, over 30. They gave up 29 in their first game, 36 and 30 in their next two. The defense isn't getting it done. The offense isn't getting it done enough to overcome that defense, which you thought if any offense can overcome, it's the Kansas City offense. So they're in the weird position of being in the Super Bowl the last couple of years, starting out 1-2. We've seen this before with Andy Reid. We've seen hit expectations of a good team when he was here in Philadelphia start out slow, and my God, this guy knows how to turn it around. He did it a lot. How many times did he start a season exactly like the Kansas City Chiefs are starting now, and then come later in the season as it goes on, his team gets better and better, right? That's
correct.
The Andy Reid trademark.
That's Andy Reid, right.
Man, this is going to get ugly on Sunday. I'm really scared. He is going to come in here to prove a point. Look, we might look at Andy Reid, and he's going to say all the right things this week, that Nick Sirianni's doing a great job, and he, loves Philadelphia. He's going to say all the right things because he's Big Daddy Andy Reid, and we all love him. He's going to come in here, and he is going to throw a dagger as far as his offense goes. I really think it's in the back of his mind that, all right, guys, let's put up a 50 spot this weekend. I just have this feeling.
Okay, now you're really not making me happy now.
We are going to see a wide-open Kansas City Chiefs team, the likes of which, oh, my God. Now, look, does Steve Spagnuolo and their defensive core have to get it together? Yeah, no question.
Oh, they're horrible.
They are bad. But in the meantime, if I have a Patrick Mahomes and all the offensive weapons that he has, Andy probably goes to Steve and says, look, take care of your defense, but we'll outscore them.
Maybe I should ask you the questions.
I really think, Andy's going to come in here, and our heads are going to be dizzy watching his offense on Sunday.
Bob's pissing me off with this.
Well, they got speed.
Mission
they got a quarterback that can.
Bob's pissing me off this morning.
They got the best tight end in football. We saw what Dalton Schultz did to the Eagles linebacking and secondary core. I still can't get over that one screenshot where he's got like 6 guys in front of him, and somehow he scores a touchdown.
He was calling for the ball before he even turned around to the quarterback.
You can't do that with Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. I'm a little frightened.
Well, there's a modicum of respect is.
But the line should be bigger, right?
Well, yeah.
It should have been bigger against Dallas. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Something about the line.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like it should be 9.5, 10.
So do I.
Come on.
No
I don't
question.
think it's.
Pat
I don't
made
think
a
it's
good point
fair
yesterday about the lines in a city that has legal gambling.
That's
they're trying to rope you
that's
in.
not unfair. The idea, but Pat, I mean, look, it sounds like Bob's a little. I mean, it's like thinking Michael Myers is showing up on Sunday. I hope not.
Time's yours.
Thank you. I can't agree more with Bob.
Wow.
I mean, if you want a get-right game, a game to, get the confidence back of a team that's lost 2 tough ones, a team that just signed Josh Gordon, who I think is cooked, but still, I might take him on this team. Yeah, that's this isn't ideal for the Eagles. And Sirianni said all the things that Sirianni said, I expect to see on Sunday. But it's going to be on the other team. It's going to be play wearing red.
I just think, look, we know where the Eagles are. Monday wasn't an anomaly. Monday is the start of it's going to be a really bad period. You're having one of the most talented, if not the most talented team in the NFL come in here, and they have to win.
There is
really
Bob,
bad.
stop giggling.
It's
they
bad.
are here's your silver lining.
It was like sweet and sour pork, right?
31.7 points per game allowed. They're horrible defensively.
Eagles are horrible.
This is a bad defensive club.
You're very bold.
Really bad defensive club. I mean, they're horrid.
I mean, they
can't do it. They do nothing well.
Either does the Eagles offense. Do you really have confidence that the Eagles offense can go out there and score more than 24 on Sunday?
Yes.
I know how bad the Chiefs defense is.
24, more than 24. Yes, I think they can.
I'll take that bet. No.
Oh man!
I mean, they're a worse defense than the Falcons.
They're horrible. They're bottom of the league in every statistic, and they're the worst.
So there's hope, I guess.
In points allowed. They've given up 95 points already.
I mean, they're going to have to score over 30 to win this game.
By the way, they've scored 92. so there it is. All right, Bob's just scared the crap out of you this morning. Thanks, Bob.
Look, you have to be honest with yourself.
Way to go, Bob. Way to ruin people's mornings.
No, I don't think I did.
Jamie's going back to a 2019 game in Green Bay. What are you going back? Why is Jeffrey Lurie getting involved in this conversation?
Because I can't forget that Green Bay story that came out a couple years ago. So here's the snippet that came out at the time. And forgive me, I can't remember who wrote the story. I think it was Jeff McClain.
I think it was Jeff.
Bob
I think
Cooney?
it was Jeff.
Yeah. So it was the 2019 win in Green Bay. And this is the snippet that I can't shake, especially coming off a 3 rushing attempt performance on Monday night. Philadelphia's rushing attack paved the way with Jordan Howard and Miles Sanders combining for 159 yards and the game-deciding touchdown. The following Tuesday, Lurie questioned Peterson for running the ball too much. It happened again weeks later. Dealing with extreme winds in Buffalo, the Eagles' duo of Howard and Sanders combined for 170 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns in a 31-13 victory. When Peterson met with Lurie and Roseman days later, he was also questioned for not throwing the ball more.
So that's what Doug said after.
That was
after
2019. That really wasn't long ago.
No, it wasn't. And it was a head coach that was established that had won a Super Bowl, and they were talking to him. They now have a guy who's still wearing a diaper as far as an NFL
Okay,
coach.
are you trying to say...
Yes, he is.
You're trying to say Jeffrey Lurie told him to not run the football on Monday night?
No, I don't think he told him specific to Monday. I think there's a general understanding upon hire of what the vision for this team is. And I think if he doesn't stick to it...
Then why wouldn't he have answered the question yesterday, our vision is to be a passing team?
I mean, he basically did, right?
No. He answered he said every single thing a team could be. He didn't answer that.
I put way less stock in what they say behind a mic than you do.
Me too.
He can say whatever he wants. He's never going to tell me the whole truth.
Okay. So a disgruntled employee says that the owner told him to throw the ball more. A disgruntled employee, a guy who had a beef, says, well, you know what he did to me?
So you don't believe Doug?
I believe that maybe that parts of that conversation, I believe there could have been a perception in the room where somebody hears, like Bob and I hear things completely different.
I don't know. I have concerns.
And I do not believe Nick Siriani is being told by Jeffrey Lurie, you got to throw the ball.
Well, I mean, part of him's right. It is a throwing league. So he's not wrong, but if the
coach is throwing quarterback,
if the coach feels any sort of heat coming from front office and ownership about...
How would he be having heat? It's third game.
Well, the heat could have come in the interview.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Maybe
You mean the Zoom interview or the interview that he showed up in the, in the rented clothes? Rented clothes.
Yeah.
Not that was rushed or anything.
I mean, after seeing 3 rushing attempts on Monday,
it's crazy.
It entered my head again.
It is. I don't believe Jeffrey Lurie's calling plays. I don't believe that.
I wish I could believe you.
I don't believe that that's the case.
I don't think he's calling them, but I think he
stresses what he believes in.
He may have let his head coach know, hey, I love when the ball's in the air, if you know what I'm saying.
Well,
that's going to stick with you if you're a 39-year-old head coach or a 40-year-old head coach. Yeah.
This young man may have been put behind the 8 ball in something that he's not ready for.
Maybe.
If that's the case.
Maybe.
He may be. Could have been.
We don't know, but it's something to keep an eye on.
I'm going to give you something to be positive about going into Sunday's game on the Eagles and the Chiefs. We'll get to it next because Bob scared the hell out of me. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic.
Hey, it's week 4 of the NFL, and FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge, wants you to get the most out of every play. That's why they're giving everyone a $10 risk-free bet every week. Thursday night, tonight, it's a great opportunity to give it a try. All you have to do is bet a same-game parlay, SGP, same-game parlay bet, with 3 legs or more. And if your bet doesn't win, FanDuel will pay you back up to $10. You got Cincinnati-Jacksonville tonight. I love Cincinnati. So here's 3 legs for you might want to try. Cincinnati's given 7.5. Take Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, Cincinnati. Over-under in passing yards, 253.5. I like the over there. And Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown. He's on my fantasy team. minus 125. There's 3 legs right there. There's something you can play. That's why I love FanDuel Sportsbook. You get fast payouts. It's so easy to use. It's safe and secure. That's why it's America's #1 sportsbook. There's no feeling like nailing a same-game parlay bet. So lock in your bet today on FanDuel Sportsbook and get up to $10 back if your bet doesn't win. Are you new to FanDuel Sportsbook? Well, then you can also claim your 30-1 odds on either team to win the Sunday night game. That's right, the big one. Tampa Bay, New England. Just sign up with promo code Bob. And if your first bet loses, you get up to $1,000 back in site credit. That's promo code Bob. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $10. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Same game parlay available for multiple sports in all states on mobile or web. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
They put it on the air?
Of course they put it on the air. It was a big success.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, it's Anthony Gargano. Lose that summer vacation weight quickly and reset your metabolism with NJ Diet. NJ Diet uses new technology that consists of hair and saliva sampling to customize a personal weight loss program just for you. They contractually guarantee that you will shed 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. NJ Diet is a hormone detoxification system that evaluates and targets each individual person's needs, then balances your hormones where the side effect is weight loss. NJ Diet utilizes DNA testing to create your personal diet plan and workout regimen so you can keep the weight off. Full supervision is provided every step of the way, and you even get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet is all natural. There are no shots, no hormones, no prepackaged foods, and no surgery. Locations: Princeton, Cherry Hill, King of Prussia, and around the world with live online video consultations. Call 855-5NJ-DIET, 855-5NJ-DIET, or log on to njdiet.com to lose the weight for good. That's njdiet.com.
Every drive starts somewhere. For First Trust Bank, our drive started in Philadelphia and continues to this day. As Philly's hometown bank for more than 85 years, we know this city's people. We understand their passions, and we work our tails off to help them reach their goals every day. Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank. First Trust Bank, the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. Member FDIC.
But we have a truck leaving with a big order on Tuesday.
Tina's floor manager retired, leaving her tortilla factory flat out.
What do you mean she's on a silent retreat?
She must fill the role and all those orders.
I oversee production.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Schedule virtual interviews and talk to candidates right from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. DraftKings is kicking off another week of action by giving all new customers a can't-miss offer. What is it, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. Bet just $1 on any football game this week and receive $150 in free bets instantly, no matter what. You heard me correctly. And this football season, all customers can swing big with DraftKings same-game parlays. I've done this. I've had success with it. It's a fun feature every week when I'm getting ready for the football week. And same-game parlays, this is how you get involved. They allow you to combine multiple bets for a bigger payout. This week, place a same-game parlay on any NFL game, and you will be credited up to $25 if your bet loses. A lot of really good games on schedule. KC at Philadelphia, Arizona in LA, Seattle in San Francisco, Baltimore at Denver, and Tampa Bay. The feature game this week for a lot of people, Tampa Bay at New England, the former quarterback returning home where all those championships were won. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC to receive $150 in free bets instantly when you place a $1 bet on any football game. That's code FANATIC this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get in on the action. Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month with no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for only $299, all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Syntec is back and better than ever at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec is a premium full synthetic motor oil option at an affordable price. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec full synthetic and a MicroGuard Select filter for just $31.99. Syntec is formulated for today's engines to minimize friction, heat, and wear. Try Syntec today exclusively at
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
A deeper connection with water can change your life, and that's what the home's first smart water network does. It turns your everyday routine into a customized experience.
Moen, fill the baby's bottle.
And it can stop a catastrophic leak with a simple water designs our life. Who designs for water? Moen.
Now is the best time to start working at Amazon. They are offering sign-on bonuses up to $3,000 and hourly pay up to $22 per hour. You'll bring home a great weekly paycheck, and many jobs come with benefits that start on your first day. That's higher pay, sign-on bonuses, benefits day one. And you'll be part of a safe and inclusive workplace ranked among the best in the world. Go to amazon.com/apply to start your job search today. Amazon is proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Have you heard his attack ads? Phil Murphy's lying about me again. I would too if I had his record. I'm Jack Chitterelli. Phil Murphy's failed us at every turn. He told us he wanted to make New Jersey the California of the East Coast. He wasn't kidding. Phil Murphy increased state spending $11 billion. Are you any better off today than you were 4 years ago? Murphy's about to raise taxes on businesses who barely survived his shutdown, and the rest of the country is lapping us in economic recovery. The lines at motor vehicles are a joke. Crime is raging, with murders and gun violence up 40%. And he tried to ban cops from notifying parents if their kids are caught with drugs or alcohol. Who does that? And while New Jersey has the highest property tax in the nation, Phil Murphy says if taxes are your issue, then we're probably not your state? Come on, Phil. With a record like that, no wonder you want to change the subject.
New Jersey can do better. With Jack Chitterelli as governor, we will. Paid for by Chitterelli for Governor, Inc., P.O. Box 427, Somerville, New Jersey.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now. WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia. A Beasley Media Group station. Home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Can we wrap this up? I need to get home in time for General Hospital.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Who just sprayed like antiseptic?
I got that too.
What is that smell?
It's a cleaner.
It's like ammonia.
Yeah.
It smells like chlorine.
What are they doing?
No, it was me. I
They're
sprayed
trying
that
to kill us.
bottle
It's
out there to
terrible.
clean up my coffee spill, and then I wiped down my station.
You
But
wiped your station with it in here?
Yeah,
You're
but
not
I sprayed.
It's like
supposed to
choking
spray
us.
in here. Didn't you
You're not
hear?
supposed to spray anything in
I
here.
didn't. I sprayed it on the paper towel. You creep.
It smells. Oh my
Call me a
gosh.
creep.
Telling you.
That is strong though. That's
Oh, my
abnormal.
gosh.
It's abnormal for a bottle.
7 a.m. hour is brought to you by my sportsbook app of choice, the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Download it at parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code FANATIC.
You smell.
Need something to counteract that.
Oh, my gosh.
In on the funk. I'm
It
out
is
on the
intense.
stack.
That is intense.
Yeah, and that was only
Whatever
like
that
2
is.
sprays on a paper towel.
Oh, my gosh.
You
Kate,
can smell it in here, actually.
you really can?
Yeah, what is
glass.
going on with that spray bottle?
Funky ass smell.
Hey, Sixers TV play-by-play voice Kate Scott joins us at 8:45 this morning. I have a chance to catch up with Kate. Welcome her into Philadelphia, which will be great. You're at home, and you're facing the worst defense in the NFL. So if it can't work this week, I'm not sure which week you think it's going to work in the course of the season. The Chiefs are a terrible defensive club. They don't have a clue on the run defense, pass defense. They do not have a clue. They're a mess in the secondary. They cannot stop the run at all. But if there aren't plays to be made in the passing game this week, when are they ever going to be made? Bob just scared the crap out of me saying, "You are you confident they can score 24?" And I said, "Yes." Because I want to be confident because the Chiefs are terrible.
You can't want to be confident and be confident.
I'm saying the head coach can't come out Sunday night and say for the third time in 4 games that he got lost in the play calling or he forgot the running game a little bit or try to explain a bull-sheesh explanation that, the RPO is really a run call. That was my most aggravating thing that's come out of his mouth since he's been here. No, coach, the RPO is not a run call. Handing it off to a running back or a fullback or a halfback, if you had any of those things, that's a running call. RPO is not calling a run. And by the way, it appears, from what the coach has also said, when there are options to run or throw, that Jalen Hurts is taking the option to throw more often than not. And he's throwing to his first look and nothing else. This should be a week you put up a lot of points. Don't forget to run the ball, coach. Don't get lost in the course of the game. It is legal in the state of Pennsylvania to run the football. And against the Chiefs, if you're not running it, you're a fool. Flat out. That's where we begin the 7 o'clock hour with Bob and Jamie and Pat and Connor. Mike's on vacation, so the D train's in for him. And Eric Camille's running the show. And we're getting ammonia poisoning in here. It's the John Kincade show here on The Fanatic.
I can't believe that came out of a bottle.
Oh, my gosh. What is that?
It was like
stuff?
3 sprays.
That is terrible, whatever that is. It's making my throat hurt.
It smells like chlorine.
It does. It really does. I think somebody's trying to get us out of here. Bob Cooney, speak for yourself, by the way, comes your way at 7:40. So, with the Chiefs, am I confident, Bob? Yes, I'm confident. The Chiefs are terrible defensively. I mean, it's absolutely atrocious.
It's cute that you're confident.
They're so they're terrible.
Okay, run the ball.
Run the ball, and then there are so many plays to be made on this weak secondary. And I'm not talking about having to throw it down the field. You don't have to chuck it downfield 10 times like it's the 49er game.
Okay, let's address running the ball first. Left tackle, back up. Left guard, back up. Center, Kelsey. Right guard, a rookie, back up. Right tackle, Lane Johnson, who is hobbled with ankle injuries. Lane Dickerson, hobbled, walking off the lane. I'm sorry. This isn't good. Run the ball? Okay. I don't know how you have Kelsey and hopefully Lane Johnson. And then after that, it's a mishmash of whoever, whatever. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Look, I hear you in that looking at that Chiefs defense.
Oh, my gosh. Go watch those
bad.
15-minute games. They're terrible.
They are. But you don't have anything to make them look terrible. You just really don't. You don't. You don't have anything confidently that you can say, okay, let's take advantage of this with our... It's like, yeah, okay, I'm going to go into a fight against somebody that's not a good fighter. If I don't have a good right or a good left hand, what am I going to do?
Here's what scares me, Jamie. Monday night, he got suckered in because his game plan was he believed he could go toe-to-toe with Dallas and trade scores with them all night long. He found out quickly that he couldn't and that Dallas could control the ball and just beat him up physically. This Chiefs team doesn't look like they're beating you up physically. Their offensive line is a shambles, and they've still managed to put up a ton of points. And with a bunch of different guys, that offensive line has had so much turnover.
Yeah, and
I had to Google 2 of the guys.
And they revamped it this offseason.
Yeah, I'm looking at it going, what's going on?
You said 24. That's cute. I think you're going to need like 32.
No. I'm not saying they need 24 to win. I'm saying, he said, are you confident they can get 24? And I said, yes, I'm confident.
Oh, I think you're going to need to be in the 30s to win this one.
I'm not saying
and I don't have much confidence. There's some because you were able to do it to Atlanta. But this was an offense last year, and I know it's a different team. They weren't able to do it once. So you're 1 for your last 18 in eclipsing 30 points in a game. I don't have a ton of confidence they can do that. And if I don't think they can eclipse 30... even versus a bad defense,
if you don't think they can score, if you don't think they can score 30, they're going to have to score 30.
Yeah,
If to beat the Chiefs, you have to score 30.
Yeah, because they're allowing that per game.
And you just went, yeah, I think they can score 24.
No, I think I'm saying now I'm confident they can get 24. I am confident they can score 24 points.
Who's?
But I'm not saying I didn't say anything about them winning.
No,
I'm just saying
not talking about
I'm
winning.
confident from watching the crappy Chiefs. They are horrible.
Yeah.
I honestly, their defensive, whatever their defensive schemes are supposed to be, they're terrible.
And guess what? Kansas City right now on Sports Talk Radio somewhere, if they have one, is saying the same thing about the Eagles' offense.
It's the Wolf, Bob.
Yeah.
So it's the Wolf. That's the flagship station's the Wolf.
What they're howling right now is that. Did you see that Eagles' offense?
Oh no,
they have nothing.
I guarantee you, they're thinking
they don't. I mean, you don't. You don't have anything. You have nothing to say. All right, look, this is going to work. Therefore, they can score 24 points. Like what?
Pat, I've never needed you more.
You're not going to get me now.
Geez,
Sorry, bud. You're on an island.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
you're not confident they can score 24?
Not really. I mean, I understand
gosh.
the stats say what they are. They've also played pretty decent offenses. They played the Browns. They played the Ravens. They played the Chargers. All offenses that are way better than the Birds. So, no, I'm not all that not after what I saw Monday night. And not after what I saw against San Francisco. That's a team that can't get out of their own way, and now they're even more banged up. So, no, I'm unfortunately not really all that confident. But good luck with that, man.
Do you realize how bad it's going to be if the Chiefs come in here with the worst defense in the NFL, and it's not close? They're giving up 45 yards a game more than the team that is second worst.
Wow.
I mean, it's horrible.
Well,
they're giving up 430 yards of offense a game.
I mean, the Eagles have shown you they can put up yardage. They had over 200 in the first half versus San Fran.
But can they put up points?
That's what I care about. I don't really care about yardage. That's a great number and all. Does the yardage equate to points? Because if not, it's all for naught, and you just wasted a whole lot of time.
All I can say is Sunday. Take me to 4:30. Tune us and we'll do this tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. I'll save that one for tomorrow because I'm just saying.
Don't do tomorrow's show before the show.
Seriously, I don't know what this town's going to do.
I mean, they're human, Kansas City. That's
what I'm saying is there is this team's
hope,
weak.
I guess.
No, I don't think anybody is going to stroll into that building on Sunday and say, "I think they're winning today."
I don't think so either.
But
there's a shot.
I do believe that there are a lot of people who will stroll in saying, I believe that they can put up points and make this an interesting Sunday.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. I believe they can make it interesting.
That's all I'm looking for.
No. I agree with you.
Just make it a game.
That's all I'm asking.
It's possible.
I didn't expect a bunch of wins this year, but I'm expecting a competent football team to take the field.
That's cute.
Look at Bob laughing at me.
That's cute.
It's all.
Look, I'm not here to say they suck, this, that, and the other.
I got you.
They are where they are because of who they are, talent-wise, coaching-wise.
They are who they are because of where they are. That's where it is.
It is. It's like, look, seriously, foundationally, can you really grasp onto something that makes you really believe they could make this interesting on Sunday? I could be wrong, but like looking at it, I don't. But
they are who we thought they were.
Pat made a good point. You just played, being the Chiefs, three of the best offenses, some of the best offenses in the league, three among the best offenses in the league. So your defense has battled those offenses. Now you're coming in to play this offense and what it showed you Monday night.
And the Honey Badger missed game one.
Yeah, I think he missed the first two, didn't he?
First two, I thought.
Well, yeah,
I didn't. Well, if he did, I think he may have missed the first two.
Yeah, so you're battle tested, Kansas City, and sure, have they not really passed the test? No, but God, they faced some really good offenses, and now you're coming in against this. Okay. I think you're going to see a much different defense from.
And
Kansas
Andy
City.
has beaten them both times that he's faced them.
Yeah,
as ex-coach.
Yeah, one here,
beat him by one score in Kansas City, and I think he beat him by one score.
Thursday night game.
The weird Thursday night game. Yeah, when Andy came back.
Yeah, he just missed the first game, the Honey Badger.
Hey, Dan Abrams and his live PD sidekick, which is Sticks, are back on a new program, Dan Abrams Live, weeknights at 8, 7 Central on News Nation. Check it on out. In the linchpin, Jamie thinks that he has the answer for Nick Siriani on what this offense should be.
This is the linchpin.
Or at least what its base should be. Real quick, just poll the room. What does Jalen Hurts do?
Are we getting polled?
What if I don't want to be polled?
Well, too bad. Get ready. What does he do exceptionally well at the NFL level through 7 games?
John?
Have either of you ever been polled?
Exceptionally well, nothing.
What does he do kind of well?
I'll say scramble.
Yeah, yes. I think make intelligent decisions of when to run and to avoid hits. Sure.
That's what I would say, too. Why isn't this the basis of their offense right now?
Because I think it's the easiest thing to shut down for an opposing defense.
You got to start somewhere.
If they see it too much, it'll work for a little bit.
You got to start somewhere. And it's the only thing he's done through 7 games that he does at a above average click in the NFL. So why not start with what he's comfortable with and grow things from there? You can base a running game, RPO or otherwise, off of it. You can, extend multiple receiving options off of it. Why isn't this the foundation of their offense right now? You have to get this kid comfortable if you have any shot. So why not start with what he's good at and go from there? I don't understand now why after 3 games we haven't seen more of it. It seems like all of his rushing yards are coming off of broken pockets and scrambles. And I do think his brain is his best tool. So use it?
Yeah, not going against your point, it probably is the best part of their offense. And if you're looking
it's
to
the best thing he does right now.
Did you see this the other night against the Cowboys? To me, and maybe I'm wrong, he looked slower to me because the Cowboys looked maybe faster. Like when he left the pocket, linebackers were catching up to him.
Because he doesn't have breakneck speed of anything.
Yeah.
He's not Lamar Jackson.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, if teams really concentrate on stopping that, though, I wonder how effective he'd be. And I could be wrong. I don't know.
The minute you do that a lot, Pat, opposing defenses tee off on your quarterback.
Yeah.
And then you end up with a hip pointer or an injury, and then he's out.
It's a dangerous game to play, but if it is his strength, and I think we all agree it probably is his best asset, probably should incorporate it a little bit more. I mean,
that's what I don't get.
His ability to get down and get out of bounds at the right time is there. So do it, please.
I don't want,
because your offense sucks.
Here's the
I think you're going to end up with him. I think he'll be injured within 2 games if that happens.
Really?
If you make it the focus of your offense, if you make that like a big part of your offense, I think he's going to be hurt within 2 games. Especially with this offensive line.
What I think a major problem is with this Eagles team, sports in general, I know when I'm teaching sports, whatever, make the opposition think you're doing one thing, but do another.
Amen.
I mean, it's grounded in that. The Eagles don't do anything that the defense has to respect offensively. Even if they think they're going to do one thing and the Eagles do another, well, the one thing they think they're doing isn't good enough to beat them, so they can't do the other anyway. So I think that's just
what I'm saying. Like, dig your teeth into at least one thing you do well.
Yeah, no, it's a good point.
And try and stem things off of that.
Hey, this week you can get 2 tickets to the Bates Motel and Haunted Attractions for just $50. You're going to experience terror like never before at the #1 haunted attraction in America. Check it out now at 97.5thefanatic.com. Keyword deal. I have heard so much about that place that I cannot wait to go. I've heard so many great things about it. And I didn't realize it's been featured on like 2 television shows like network,
really?
like like network TV shows where they say like best things to do in the fall.
Oh yeah.
And they take you around because it is supposedly really, really good. You do like being scared, or you do not?
It doesn't bother me. I don't know.
I don't think he likes it.
No, I laugh. I told you. I think it's my what did you call it?
Defense mechanism?
My defense mechanism. Like if somebody scares you, I laugh when you know it's coming.
Sort of.
I act differently when someone scares you and you're not expecting it.
Don't you have a punch reflex too?
Well, that happened one time in the hallway.
Somebody scared you? Like a punch reflex where somebody jumps out at you.
Oh, Jamie and I were in the hallway, and Casey Boy came around the corner and was like, ah! And I immediately went
you went.
I did. I put my fist up in the air.
You're like, who is it?
Yeah.
If you punch Casey Boy, there's going to be a fight between...
I punch
Peter
Casey
Peter and Stan are going to declare war on us, and they're going to have that big smell piped into the room. They're going to have the heat turned up on us.
Engineering will get on it.
Yeah, they're going to have our mic. Our mics aren't going to work like once every other week.
That already happened.
They're going to mess with us. Bob, tell us about Aaron Nola's start last night.
It was a quality start, John. Quality start. He went 6 innings, 3 runs. It's defined by Major League Baseball as a quality start. Man, you really needed something from him last night, right? And he hears all the talk about his September issues and can you rely on him, and he's not the ace because he doesn't come up big in big games. And he comes out in the first inning and gives up 2 runs. Right away puts you in a hole. A team that had 3 hits the night before, that could only muster 5 hits last night. He just doesn't appear to be that clutch guy.
He's not the clutch guy. Doesn't appear to be. He's not.
Yeah, and it's so frustrating in that, look, we see talent there. He's had the years back that we have to say they were good, no matter
they were good
how
years.
We
they were good years.
And we saw the performance against the Mets where he struck out 10 in a row, and he's got wicked stuff at times. But there has to be something mentally there that just doesn't click when it comes to high-pressure situations, because he's just not getting it done when he needs to be.
He folds.
And it's the reason I would have pitched Gibson last night and Suarez tonight.
But no, he's been a part of this organization for a long time. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
It's going to be an interesting offseason to see what Dombrowski does.
Well, they brought in Don Mattingly's son.
Saw
who
that.
Is highly regarded.
Saw that.
Highly regarded in Major League Baseball circles.
Said he's a fast riser up the ranks.
Yes.
Clifford Mattingly, is that his name?
No.
I have it in my notes. Preston.
You probably knew a lot of Prestons.
No. You got the wrong picture
at the
of
country
LaSalle.
club. You didn't do that.
No.
Oh, Preston. We have to get over to the club. Pat, do you have any last defense? Even though you're off, you turned off last time.
I'm way off. And I thought last night, this is how far it's come, where I am somewhat pleased with a quote-unquote quality start from him. Because that's how far it's gone. That's how bad it's gotten this year, where, yeah, him giving up 3 runs in 6 innings, oh, okay, you'll take it, because you were expecting way worse. You know, that's just like, him losing last night was the perfect ending to this season. The guy that a lot of people, myself included, thought was the ace of the staff, thought would at least give you that 3.5 ERA at worst, just going out there and crapping the bed right out the gate, putting your team in a hole.
And watch the players. Watch their body language. Their body language reflects his. It's obvious that they're like, oh, crap, here we go again.
I see the same body language when I walk in the room every morning.
Very similar.
From you guys.
Very similar.
Like crap.
That's usually because it's 5. That's usually because it's 5:16. That's usually why.
Boom roasted.
I'll show up at 5:18 tomorrow if you want to play this game, sir.
That's why it is.
Wow.
We'll see where he's showing up next week.
Well played,
Bob. I mean, it's just all right. We never again have to discuss Aaron Nola being like, well, this is the year he's going to bounce back. He's going to be back.
Yeah.
Aaron Nola is an ace.
It'll be interesting. Jamie said it this offseason. I don't know where his value is. It's probably pretty good.
Jason
better
Stark
than we
says
think.
it's not.
Jason Stark said there's more value in keeping him.
There's more value to keep him. But as a third or fourth guy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then I don't mind that. Yeah, I mean, if you go Wheeler, Gibson, and Suarez.
Suarez might be the 2.
And Nola, I'm okay
I
with
think we're
Nola.
basing a small sample size on Suarez being
I know.
a starter.
But he's been better than Gibson.
Yeah, well, he has been. He's been better than
ace.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Second half, he's been your
The
ace.
other thing, can you even count on Gibson? Gibson's having a magical year this year.
He hasn't been great.
But his career-wise,
no, I got you.
You know, I mean,
his
I don't think you
career-wise is
can
Nola.
bank on him.
But it's better
being a
than
2
Matt
next year.
Moore
This
or
is
Chase
an
Anderson.
outlier year for Gibson.
Well, my point is, like, you're probably banking on him being a 2 next year.
Yeah.
Hey, he's
I don't
not
think you
Chase
can.
Anderson.
You got a point. He's
There
not.
is one.
Kyle Gibson.
I mean,
that's just a fact.
Does Jalen Hurts need more than 1 year to be evaluated as the franchise quarterback here in town? I just pulled up a variety of quarterbacks that we'll share next. I think 1 year's enough. John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is kicking off another week of action by giving all new customers a can't-miss offer. Bet just $1 on any football game this week and receive $150 in free bets instantly, no matter what. And this football season, all customers can swing big with DraftKings same-game parlays. Same-game parlays allow you to combine multiple bets within the same game for a bigger payout. This week, place a same-game parlay on any NFL game, and you will be credited up to $25 if your bet loses. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC to receive $150 in free bets instantly when you place a $1 bet on any football game. That's code FANATIC. This week at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
God, I am so sick of this crap.
Is this the show?
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Welcome to Wawa. Would you like to try our new paninis?
This spicy Italian garlic panini looks so crunchy, melty. But Phil, your dad was a hoagie man. His dad was a hoagie man. You are a hoagie man. You know what? Today, I'm a panini guy.
Switch up your routine with Wawa's delicious and crunchy breakfast and lunch paninis. Choose your favorite, like Southwest Turkey or a Chipotle Bacon Egg Panini. Available at Wawa. For a limited time only, Wawa's freshly brewed pumpkin spice coffee is back with the seasonal warm flavors of cinnamon and nutmeg. Plus, you can now treat yourself with a pumpkin spice handcrafted beverage like cookies and cream smoothies, sweet cream cold brews, iced lattes, hot lattes, and more. Wawa is your beverage destination for pumpkin spice beverages this fall. Grab yours in store or order ahead on the Wawa app. Sip your perfect pumpkin spice beverages now at Wawa.
The powerful new iPhone 13 Pro is here with the most advanced camera in an iPhone, and T-Mobile is the place to get it.
This new cinematic mode turned my travel videos into a filmmaking masterpiece.
Get the most out of your new iPhone on America's largest, fastest 5G network.
And posting. Whoa, that was fast.
And now, you can get iPhone 13 Pro on us with eligible trade-in and plan and upgrade forever.
So I can always have a new iPhone?
Yep, forever. Lock in the trade-in value of your new iPhone up to $800 every 2 years for your next upgrade. Get iPhone 13 Pro on us right now and upgrade forever. Only at T-Mobile.
With Max Plan and on us now via 30 monthly bill credits for well-qualified buyers plus tax. Contact us before canceling service to continue credits on current device or credit stop and balance on required finance agreement is due. Fastest based on average overall 5G speeds according to Open Signal Awards and USA 5G User Experience Report July 2021. See T-Mobile.com.
We've all had that dream. Tie game, bottom of the ninth. Bases loaded. Well, on FanDuel Sportsbook, you get more than one shot to swing for the fences because FanDuel is letting you place your first bet risk-free. That's right. New users get up to $1,000 back in-site credit if your first bet doesn't win. There's a reason FanDuel Sportsbook is the top-ranked sportsbook app on Apple and Google Play. The app is simple to use. They've got great offers on all different betting markets, unique fun bet types like same-game parlay, and always-on promotions to let you get more action out of every game day. And when you win, FanDuel will pay your winnings in as little as 24 hours. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code PLAY to get in on the action. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code PLAY. 21 plus and present in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only for risk-free bet. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
On the That's What She Said podcast, I talk with guests from the world of sports and beyond to share their life stories and journeys to success. And in the coming weeks, I'll be profiling amazing women like professional fly fishing guide Morgan Prater, NBA coach Becky Hammon, and ESPN's own Laura Rutledge. Presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Whether you're planning a fishing trip or playing football in the backyard, enjoy more of what you love with Academy Sports and Outdoors. Find everything you need to have fun out there at academy.com.
Win your share of $1 million with the BetRivers Beat the Spread Challenge. When you bet on pro football games at BetRivers this season, you can win weekly and season-long prizes. Every time you beat the spread, you'll earn points and move your way up the leaderboard toward the top prizes. See official rules for details. Download the BetRivers app or go to BetRivers.com and start winning. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Time for an oil change? We've got what you need to check it off your list.
Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Valvoline Max Life High Mileage Motor Oil and an STP oil filter, plus an STP air filter or cabin air filter, all for just $35.99. And you can get it all fast, your way. Just order online with our free same-day store pickup or next-day delivery.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Start your job today at AutoZone.com. Restrictions apply.
In college football, Goodyear knows a new season means new possibilities, where every Saturday is an opportunity on the road to greatness. No matter if you're out there playing your hardest or cheering the loudest from the sidelines, tailgating in the parking lot, or your favorite spot to watch the game, Goodyear knows passion is what drives us forward all the way to the playoffs. That's the road that moves us. Goodyear, more driven.
Can I get a weight reading on the cat in exam 3?
Zuri needs a new vet tech after their current one literally moved to a farm.
Detailed checkup is waiting.
But finding an ideal replacement takes some training.
This is like herding cats.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Schedule virtual interviews and talk to candidates right from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
You're in a race against time, and the days aren't getting any longer. This fall, choose professionally powerful Echo outdoor power equipment to tackle the toughest cleanup jobs. Echo blowers, chainsaws, and string trimmers deliver industry-leading power to handle the tallest tasks in the shortest time. And time is running out. Visit echo-usa.com to learn more and find an Echo dealer near you. Echo. Power on and on.
How real do I give it? So real. How real do I give it? So real. So real that Caesars will give you some authentic NFL gear when you bet $100 in September. So download the app and get live in-game betting, parlays, Caesars rewards, and some authentic NFL gear. I'm an official sponsor of the NFL, people!
Must be 21. Offer valid in New Jersey only and for new and existing users who opt into this offer. Jersey awarded as a gift card. Options may vary. Terms and conditions apply. See Caesars.com/promos. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Warning. If you don't laugh listening to the John Kincade Show, you might end up with resting Bob face.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. Want you to check out the Tyrone Johnson Show, live from the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia, every Saturday from 9 to noon. Watch college football action on the 56-foot LED screen with great prizes and more. And I just freaked out Bob Cooney. I'm teasing you, Bob.
Oh, you are?
I was teasing. You were going with it, so it's just like I messed with you.
I missed that.
You're not a hometown watcher?
No.
Pat, do you watch any of those home fix-up shows or anything?
HGTV?
No, I'm watching sports, you nerd.
You watch sports. Bob watches hometown.
Watch sports. Oh, Bob.
Ben Napier and his wife.
And his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you go try watching sports, bud?
And John tried to tell me something bad about my man Ben, and
then he fell
me.
for it. He fell for it.
The only Ben I know is Davis.
Ben Davis, yes.
I don't know Ben. I don't know any Simmons guy, but I know Ben Davis.
Man. I'm going to give away a pair of tickets right now to the Darren Dalton Foundation Celebrity Guest Bartending Event. Coming up on Sunday, October the 10th from 5 to 8 p.m. at Live Casino. I will be there along with over 35 Phillies players. That'll be a good night. Live music from Sidearm. You can purchase tickets now at DarrenDaltonFoundation.org. First caller at 610-632-0975 can get yourself a pair of tickets to the event. Did we know if other quarterbacks were franchise-type quarterbacks in just 1 year? Because I keep hearing, well, Josh Allen is an outlier. The definition of an outlier. So I went and looked and said, wait, let's look at a widespread group of guys. And said, in year one, could you tell if this guy was going to be a competent NFL starter? And I mean, a good NFL starter. So I went to guys like Matt Ryan. First year in 2008, 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 61% passer. Ben Roethlisberger didn't lose a game as a starting quarterback. Yeah, good team around him. 67% passer, 17 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Kyler Murray, guy who we all hope that Jalen Hurts could be. 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 64% passer. Aaron Rodgers, 16 games. Now, he had 3 years of watching.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit different. 64% passer, 28 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Dak Prescott, 68% passer, 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And I'm not even going to give you the Patrick Mahomes number because I couldn't believe it, and I forgot how crazy it was. His first year as a starter, I'll give it to you. 66% passer, 50 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
50.
If I hear one more caller on this station say, Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the outlier. 1 year is enough. 1 year and 4 games from last year is enough. I do not want to hear anyone spinning a tale that, you're not going to be able to tell on Jalen Hurts just after this year.
Feel personally attacked.
You're going to. You're going to be able to tell. Or if you were able to tell with any quarterback who has turned out to be that long-term competent starter, you pretty much, it's 90% of the time you know exactly who they are after year one. Pat, I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying.
I'm going to tell you how I feel, John.
I'm just saying.
We have that kind of relationship.
These
I feel
numbers.
personally attacked.
You feeling attacked? Well, we'll go into the puppies room after the show.
Okay.
And you can pet the puppies.
I wish we had one of those.
Oh, I do too.
That'd be cool.
I would love that. Love like exam week. They now have to bring in like puppies to handle so the kids can handle stress of exam week. What did you do exam week, Pat? Got high behind the Wawa?
I got C's. That's what I did.
So you didn't feel the stress of exam week?
C's get degrees. I mean, in the communication industry, no, they weren't.
Oh, my gosh.
We weren't splitting the atom there, Johnny.
Oh, yes. I don't know about you. At Temple, we were. I mean, it was just quantum physics.
Oh, yeah.
It was incredible.
I could tell.
It was really incredible. So, Bob, 1 year's enough. I don't want this ball being kicked or this can being kicked down the curb. We're going to know. And I've already said I'm going to know by Thanksgiving. I'll know by Halloween, I believe.
Yeah, and those guys you gave, those were kind of pedestrian numbers,
yes.
right? Yeah,
but they were competent.
But you knew.
And they were passers. They completed 2/3 of their passes.
Yeah.
They had a touchdown to interception ratio that is certainly not anything like they became, the players they became.
Yeah. Yeah,
they were good.
I think the evidence will be so overwhelming after this season that you might not need to go further. And I'm not saying look, for right now, people, I guess you would lean towards he's not an NFL starting franchise quarterback.
Right now.
But I'm not saying that's it. I think we will have a good take, and I think the Eagles have probably made it as such. We're only giving him the rest of this year, and that's it. So you'll have your decision, I think, no matter what.
Yeah, I think we'll all have a fairly firm idea by Halloween.
Because we
definitely
agreed.
by Thanksgiving.
We agreed when any one of us feels that we can hit the buzzer and say that we know what we think of Jalen Hurts as a potential starter for this franchise going forward. You just announce the day that you're making the declaration and you'll make it. Right now I have a feeling, just hearing everything, I feel I'm going to be first if things don't change.
If things don't change, you might not be first because I have a pretty strong feeling right now.
Anthony is totally off listening to Cuz Radio.
You got to see a lot more. There's a lot to be desired right now. He's leaving a lot of plays on the field, and I'd rather see him rip it than tuck it and run again. And, just seeing some of these all-22 clips that are going out there, guys are getting open. And,
they are.
And he's missing them. So I need to see what the arm is before I can make a decision on it because I do think that part is something he can correct.
Those all-22 clips, though, Pat, they show that there's been some smear put on the name of Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith has gotten open numerous times.
So is Rager.
And Rager.
Rager, I think, is leading in separation yards on the team.
Correct.
Well, that's troubling.
That
was something I did not know. Thank you for alerting me to that troubling stat.
Because I keep hearing this is, Devontae Smith, he hasn't been doing his job. He got open 4 times against Dallas. He didn't get the ball.
Yeah. Jalen Reagor's first. I believe Dallas Goedert's second in terms of separation yards created, however they track that now. And Devontae Smith's up there too. So, he's got to get the ball to him.
He's got 13 games.
Yeah, the numbers that you gave, like you said, John, they were...
And none of them were like that outrageously great.
No, not at all.
Except Mahomes, and that's why I said that was the big thing.
But you had that feeling. Like, you knew that person. You had that... Even with Josh Allen, it was like, all right, 6'5", 240, gun... does a variety of different things well. He earned to get another look.
Yes.
I think with Jalen Hurts, you're going to find out, you're going to know, eye test, does he deserve another look? Does he deserve more time? So far, there really hasn't been much to say yes. But again, your favorite saying, it is only 3 games.
A lot of Allen's success, too, came off his legs in the beginning.
Yes,
it did. Right? Absolutely.
So, I mean, if you are to make a comp, that's why I said they should base this offense around his mobility to start. You got to start somewhere. Let him get comfortable at something, but he can't leave plays on the field. He's not good enough to make up for it.
And Josh Allen was much more happy feet in the pocket than Jalen Hurts.
Sure.
So I mean, there are some things that you can say maybe they can work with Jalen, but Josh Allen's arm.
Josh Allen also didn't have the weapons that Jalen Hurts has.
No, Josh Allen would have killed to have these weapons.
Weapons were like Sammy Watkins.
I mean, he had guys to be able to throw the football to.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he gets Stephon Diggs. Look what happens. They are now one of the best tandems in the league. So that goes to show you. You wonder, put Jalen Hurts now in an offense that has real stars and playmakers, like foundational pieces. That's what I'm talking about, the eye test.
But here's what I say is he still doesn't have the arm. His arm, if you put him in Buffalo, he still doesn't have the arm to deliver the football. Yeah. It appears right now, but that we're hopefully going to see some things change there. Now, Bob goes inside and out. These conversations that go on at the all the different press conferences throughout the week. And we call it Speak for Yourself. Bob has done this for a living for a long, long time. And many times he hears things that you don't.
And now it's time for Bob Cooney's Speak for Yourself. Here's Bob.
All right, we're going to start with Nick Siriani. We already talked a little bit about what he had to say yesterday. But this one I thought was interesting because Jamie brought up this stat rightfully on Tuesday morning about how the Eagles never went in motion. And when Siriani was asked about it, here's what he had to say.
We motion for a very distinct reason. We're going to motion if we can create an advantage, if we can figure out what defense they're in, if we can get a guy in position to do his job better. So we're not a team that's going to motion to motion. We're going to do it for those 3 main reasons.
Okay. Then, excuse me, Coach, why didn't you do it? Why didn't you try to create an advantage? Why didn't you figure out what defense they were in? Why didn't you get guys in a position to do their job better? You said those are the 3 main things. Your offense scored 2 touchdowns, 1 late that didn't even matter.
Garbage touchdown.
You had Diggs on Devontae Smith. There was a clear advantage to Dallas in that respect, it appeared. Why didn't you try to get your advantage? Why didn't you try to see what their defense was doing? Okay, you say you have it. Need to see you use it. I mean, it's amazing to me there was no motion in their offense.
He got lost in they got a little lost in the game.
Yeah.
The game got away from him. Second time, 3 weeks. His words, not mine.
Yeah.
Not mine.
He's just got to slow the game down.
Yeah, motion makes the defense think.
Well, it just keeps him off guard.
Yeah, it just makes him think. And why would you not want to utilize that?
I wondered whether you were going to call him out on that, and I heard that.
Yeah.
And I wondered whether you're going to call him out on good job.
Yeah, that was
Love that one.
So another thing that you have to do as a head coach and something that needs to be implemented against this team is you're horrible at creating penalties. Your team is, after 3 games, on a record pace. It's the worst I believe the worst in NFL history through the first 3 games. So he was asked about accountability when these things happened yesterday.
The way you handle it is different every time. Sometimes it's, hey, we got to do this here, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it's like, hey, we got to do this. It's just, the tone's different every time. And the tone and the way you do it every time is different. But what's very clear is here's the standard. Here's what's expected. If we don't live up to that standard, we correct it. If we do, we high five, we congratulate each other.
Not a lot of high fiving going on, I imagine. Yeah, I hear you how you correct it. They are adults who he's dealing with. I mean, it's not like, we tease about Joe Judge making them run when they do something wrong, high school Joe Judge. But whatever's being done isn't working. So, yeah, you might have a standard to reach, and they don't reach it, and you say, hey, come on, you got to do it better. They're not. So you need to maybe change what your standards are. I'm not saying make them higher, but you need to, in your preparation, to change something. And that question was at times directed directly at Derek Barnett, and he kind of blew it off, saying, no, it's not just him, it's all of them. So I don't know how they're going to handle this, but they need to change things a little bit.
Well, and there's 14 of them. I mean, he's correct.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just terrible.
Barnett jumps out the most because it's repetitive and all that. But, yeah, 14 penalties.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the last one on Siriani was adding to that. Okay, if a guy doesn't meet the standards continuously, how do you reprimand them?
It's like a play. If we're running a play to Kenny Gainwell, I'm just using him as an example, and we practice that play and he doesn't accomplish his goal in the play, well, we're crazy to keep putting him in on that same play, right? And so it's like that with everything. I mean, that's how we're going to put the guys in we trust, and we trust Derek. I know that's where you're going with that, but we trust our players. But it's like that with everything. If a play's not working out the way it's supposed to be because the guys continue to make mistakes, that guy can't be in on that play. And it's no different there with pre-snap penalties.
Do you trust him or you just need him?
Exactly. You have to say you trust him. Yeah, I think you said it in the hallway. 30% of what he says is maybe true, and then the other 70 is just BS that they're throwing out there. They don't trust Derek Barnett. There's no chance, no way in hell. And we saw Nick Sirianni rightfully say it on the sideline. It's always him. It is always him. And
he's got to watch that, by the way, and I understand why. I understand how it can happen.
Yeah.
In the course of the game, people making a big deal out of that, I don't understand. It's frustration. And it's what every single Eagles fan was saying in their living room.
I mean, if there's a funky smell going around the studios, we're all going, it's probably him again. You know what I mean? It's just a natural human reaction.
Yeah, smell.
Very similar.
So we go over to your man crush, Jonathan Gannon, and he was asked about.
We're a little on the rocks.
Yeah, are you?
I haven't. I've been DMing him much.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
we had texting at like 1 a.m. No.
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't look his best on Monday night. Let's put it that way. So he was asked about the Dallas running game that seemed to just tear up the Eagles Monday night.
I do. When we're playing some of the looks that some of those runs pop through there, you are a little bit light in the box at times. So I thought that they kind of attacked us a pretty good way for what we were trying to do to take away some of the things that we were trying to take away, which we got accomplished, but then they got to their second level of how to attack us. So moving forward, talked about it as a staff, what can we do to help our guys and put them in a little bit better position moving forward when teams are doing that? When we came up with some pretty good ways, not that we didn't have ways to do that, but to get to those adjustments a little bit quicker.
Yeah, he brought up second level, and they had a second level of how to attack you. I'll just adjust it if I'm back in my editor's chair. No, they attacked your second level.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
They went after the linebackers.
Your line got blown away, and once you realized that was established, the Dallas offense, once they realized they established that blowing away the Eagles' defensive front, they attacked those linebackers like nobody's business. The second level couldn't handle it.
25th in rushing yards allowed through 3 weeks. That number's going to get worse. It looks like it's going to get worse.
To his point, though, they did hold Lamb and Cooper to, I think, 98 yards combined,
yes,
0 touchdowns. So it's clear they focused on eliminating those two from the game plan, left themselves vulnerable to Dalton freaking Schultz and the running back duo.
They got physically beaten.
Yeah. That's what surprised me the most on Mondays.
And it was so noticeable.
Yeah.
I mean, their defensive front was, except for Hargrave, they got pummeled.
And again, that's the most demoralizing thing for me watching a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting down, watching my team get their ass beat.
On either line.
Physically get beaten.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone runs the ball down your throat. That's the worst game to watch.
Couldn't agree with you more. All right, the last thing we have, and this is also Jonathan Gannon, looking ahead, past the Dallas game, someone asked him about Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes and how difficult he might be on Sunday.
He's extremely accurate, and what I really think is when you look at their offense, they make you cover horizontally and vertically, and they use space extremely well to me. and he can make all those throws, and then he can make certain throws that you would say, man, he shouldn't be able to throw the ball like that to that spot accurately. And he can. I mean, he's really, to me, like, I don't know what a generational quarterback is, but whatever that is, he probably is that.
Yeah, he's
That's a great
generational.
answer. And it kind of coincides with the question to Nick Siriani of what do you want your offense to be? And Siriani gave like a huge list of all the things that Jamie puts in a Bloody Mary almost, as long as that. It's almost the exact answer Jonathan Gannon did to describe the Chiefs offense. Siriani wants the Eagles offense to be something. Guess what he wants it to be? He wants it to be the Chiefs offense, where they throw horizontally, they throw vertically, they have a quarterback that makes unbelievable throws. He didn't mention the running game, but they're also going to be good there. I'm not saying that Jonathan Gannon is looking at this with his head spinning, because he doesn't seem like that type of a guy. But let's just say when he goes to bed at night thinking about the Kansas City Chiefs, it probably feels like he drank a 12-pack and the bed's spinning a little bit.
By the way, 3 interceptions already from Mahomes, though, that's a brisk start.
And he threw a horrible one where
he's made some
had
bad
no reason
decisions
to throw it. Yeah.
So, but he did play, as you say, some pretty good teams.
Yeah, they did.
So
if Gannon gets the spins again, you know what you do? You just put one foot on the floor off the bed.
That's what I heard.
Is that all you do?
It's supposed to stabilize it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah. Against Cleveland, Patrick Mahomes, 75% completion percentage against a really good defense.
Yeah.
Against Baltimore, really good defense, a 77% completion percentage. The Chargers are the only one that kept him to 61. That was his bad day, 61.
So Travis Kelce's going to be going against Alex Singleton and
oh my gosh,
Eric Wilson.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when you hear vertically and horizontally, man, that
scares you.
Scary as hell.
It really
and
does.
They're really, really good at both of them. So, as much as we talk about Nick Sirianni and all that, Jonathan Gannon's head has to be spinning this week watching film on the Kansas City offense. And and like I said earlier, I think Andy Reid is going to pull no punches on Sunday.
So you're thinking he's coming in there to put up a 50 spot?
Zoom, zoom.
Oh, jeez.
That's what I see Sunday.
So you're telling me that I might be leaving early? Is that the idea?
Oh, you're going?
Yeah, I'll be down there on Sunday. You're telling me I might leave early? Is that it?
You saw the traffic, how bad it was the last time we were at home. You might.
It was just.
Think about it.
That was just idiotic.
Either that or go to the press conferences.
Well, then that could be true.
Yeah.
That could be entertaining, but they're still.
I don't think they're ever entertaining. I sat in on many, many of them during Sunday Night Football.
Yeah. You don't think they're entertaining?
No.
I think it's entertaining watching human body language. I think it's entertaining watching people.
Belichick I found entertaining because he was such a Richard to the reporters. That gave me chuckles. Outside of that, no, they never really did anything for me.
I find it
And
more...
again, that plays to us where I put way more emphasis on what they say. Because I think they reveal a lot of stuff. I think they absolutely, behind a live microphone, reveal a lot of stuff even when they don't want to. And I think body language tells me a lot.
I think it's more fun to go to them when you're not actually working.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what
not
I mean?
going to have a microphone in my hand, so I can just do whatever I want.
But it's easier to absorb a lot of
yeah.
things. It really is. And that's an advantage because you're not on deadline or anything like that. You can, I would do that, though, honest to God. Because traffic was so bad, I'd go down and hit a couple press conferences.
But then I'll be missing Tunis and Jamie after the game. I'd be missing a lot of you. I mean, I'll still hear you.
Yeah, we'll be on for a while. We'll bring you the press conferences in the car.
Yeah, but I don't want to sit in traffic and listen to them when I can sit in the room and listen to them.
Yeah, Jamie and Tunis are pretty much must listen right after the game.
It is,
They
and
really are.
There is a little bit
of
there's a little bit of cathartic nature to it.
Yeah,
a little bit. Notice I say a little bit.
It definitely is a little. It's like a therapy session, if you will.
There were a lot of people in their cars though, calling after the San Fran game because we were all stranded there.
Yeah, I bet
it was awful.
Yeah, they need to do something about that.
I'm wondering. It's almost as if you could have leadership step in and come up with ideas to work a traffic pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
Just figure out.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I used to complain about it, and then I went to Washington, and then I stopped.
Washington and New England are worse.
New England's the worst.
I've heard New England's one road, and it's the worst.
It's one road.
It's pretty terrible.
Washington was really bad.
Washington's
and then
brutal.
I stopped
Why is
complaining about
Washington
Philly.
bad? Because it's a business park?
Yeah,
Or
it's like
something?
out in
There's
like a
left turns you got to make or something.
Yeah, it's out in like a strip mall area, Landover.
if you have like a parking pass for, let's say, like the red lot, and you go down the wrong road, which happened to me,
right,
you have to turn around and find the right way.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, there's no real easy way to find the correct place you're supposed to be.
Well,
and then the parking passes cost more than the actual tickets.
And I don't like leaving early, so that's not I do not like to leave a game early. So
when it's like 48 to
well, no,
17,
but that's different. That's absolutely different. All right, coming up in the second half of the show, Patrick Mahomes does create a really interesting challenge. Guys, I'm getting scared the hell out of me today. John Kincade show here on The Fanatic. How long have you lived in your house? Like 5 days for me. 10 years? 15 years? How long's your water heater lived in your house? You don't know? You've got somebody living in your house and you don't know how long they've lived there? Well, my friends at Bradford White Water Heaters want you to know. Because if you've lived in your house and you've never replaced your water heater, it might be time to do it before you end up with a disaster. Bradford White Water Heaters, they're not sold at big box retail stores. And there's a reason for that. Because Bradford White Water Heaters are available only through plumbing and heating professionals. Because Bradford White firmly believes in safe, professional installation of their products that help ensure top performance and reliability. I'm promising you, you don't want to look to replace your water heater in the midst of one exploding in your house or an emergency. Get Bradford White on the job for you. Go to BradfordWhite.com today. You may not always need a new water heater, but when you do what we did in our house. Choose Bradford White. Learn more and find a local pro today at BradfordWhite.com.
The John Kincade Show.
He's a very strange young man.
He's an idiot. Comes from upbringing.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
It's been a great start to the NFL season, and it's only getting better at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. DraftKings is kicking off another week of action by giving all new customers a can't-miss offer. Bet just $1 on any football game this week and receive $150 in free bets instantly, no matter what. And this football season, all customers can swing big with DraftKings same-game parlays. Same-game parlays allow you to combine multiple bets for a bigger payout. This week, place a same-game parlay on any NFL game, and you'll be credited up to $25 if your bet loses. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code KJZ to receive $150 in free bets instantly when you place a $1 bet on any football game. That's code KJZ. This week at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Must be 21 or older. New Jersey only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You run a business, setbacks change everything. And online, they happen fast. With your Comcast Business Internet, you can stay ahead. And now it comes with Security Edge to make it even more secure. It helps keep your network safe with scans every 10 minutes. And unlike some cybersecurity options, this helps protect every device that's connected. Because when your information, your people, and your company have Security Edge, you can be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Fast speeds and advanced security. Now together for $69.99 a month for 12 months with a 3-year agreement from Comcast Business. Learn more about powerful connectivity and advanced cybersecurity solutions for your business. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today. Offer ends 1/3/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second and Security Edge customers only. Early termination fee applies. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change.
If I learned one thing from this great game of baseball, it's that she'll humble you. You think you've got it figured out, you check the standings, and you're in last place again. I'm Eric Rubino, Fantasy Baseball GM, and I can put my team in position to win every single time, but I can't play the games, people. At least Progressive's Name Your Price tool has options based on my budget. It never lets me down, unlike my pitching staff. Amateurs!
Get options based on your budget with Progressive, even if you're not a legend in your own mind. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
This is Unibet, one of Europe's leading betting apps. And this is Nigel.
Hello.
Nigel has just been promoted from head of Unibet Europe to head of Unibet US. Nigel doesn't know anything about American sports.
QB Scramble. Is that some sort of American frittata?
Download the app or visit pa.unibet.com. Get $500 risk-free and take advantage of the odds before Nigel figures them out. Unibet. Crazy about the odds.
Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Exam 4 needs to be sanitized. Mersana's MRI clinic isn't operating at max efficiency. She needs a new certified tech certifiably now.
Someone's waiting in room 2 for an ACL scan. Can you handle that?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast. I need Indeed. Indeed, you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
The fall is a beautiful time of year for sports. The start of the football season, baseball playoffs, basketball, hockey just around the corner. With a safe return of live events, that means you can actually be there to see all the action with Vivid Seats. Whether it's in the upper deck or on the 50-yard line, Vivid Seats has you covered. And with Vivid Seats rewards, you can earn free tickets from your very first purchase. Just buy, collect stamps, and redeem. It's that easy. Just visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats. Experience it live.
A deeper connection with water can change your life, and that's what the home's first smart water network does. It turns your everyday routine into a customized experience.
Moen, fill the baby's bottle.
And it can stop a catastrophic leak with a simple water designs our life. Who designs for water? Moen.
Heard you're buying a car. I brought my calculator.
Dad, I already used Capital One Auto Navigator. I found my car online and got pre-qualified instantly, instead of all that.
You know those things impact your credit score.
Didn't impact my credit score, Dad. Now I'm going to the dealership for a test drive and to make the purchase.
Sounds too easy.
No, it's just easy. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/auto navigator.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get to where you want to go. For advice on solutions like XPS 13 laptops powered by Intel Evo platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL.
Hey, Philly football season is here, as we well know. And that means PropSwap has the best odds in the country on futures, props, and parlays. And now is the best time to get involved while the odds are still sky high. It's still the beginning of the year. Who will win the MVP? Who will win the title? These odds are America's best, and they're found only on PropSwap. So don't miss out on a money-making opportunity by heading to PropSwap.com or downloading the free PropSwap app. Last year, 2 different PropSwappers made $100,000 just buying and selling tickets on PropSwap. So join in on the fun today and start prop swapping your sports bets. Go to PropSwap.com and start making money right away on your futures bets.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
97.5 The Fanatic's Kickoff Cash. Kickoff Cash.
You want to win $500? Text the word together to 45911. That's the word together. Or enter it on the Fanatic mobile app or at 97.5thefanatic.com. One winner selected at random wins $500. And everyone that enters on our app or our website is qualified for a $10,000 grand prize. It's 97.5 The Fanatic's Kickoff Cash. And it's presented by H&H Heating and Air Conditioning. They're my guys. Awesome. For fast, friendly, and local HVAC service, just remember DelcoHVAC.com. Get complete rules for this company-wide contest at 97.5thefanatic.com. And remember, never text and drive. Good luck. On luck, betting on luck. I think people, for the most part, make their own luck in life.
You know how you make your own luck, John? You go to PropSwap.com because the birds are 100-1. That's crazy. So when you make your tickets, make 2, hold on to 1, and then sell the other on PropSwap this season for a huge profit.
They're 100-1?
At the beginning of the year.
I'd sell it today.
Yeah.
I'd sell it before the Kansas City.
If Jamie doesn't win a Marconi for his ability
to slide it in
to
there?
slide it in seamlessly, then
Yes.
what are we doing in this industry?
Yeah, I mean, really.
Jamie has an ability to slide it in seamlessly. Huh?
He does.
Damn right, Bob.
You heard it here first, Bob.
Okay.
I think there's some
And you win an
empirical.
award for that?
I think there's some empirical proof of that right now going on.
Pat and I at least had sex one time.
As we're counting down.
I would know.
Yeah, final countdown.
Now, you're going to a art exhibit tonight?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Van Gogh's my favorite artist by far, and there's a touring...
How many of them do you own?
Yeah.
Originals.
There's a touring art exhibit. It's like an interactive. It's called the Van Gogh Experience. It's at the Tower Theater.
Gosh, the Tower Theater.
Yeah, and you get to kind of... They bring the paintings to life on the walls and in exhibits, and you get to like sit in them and listen to him as you sit in these paintings and stuff. It's supposed to be really cool.
I'm surprised Bob didn't want to go with you.
Bob, would you like to join? We bought these tickets like 5 months ago. It sells out.
How much did you pay for his ear? You have his ear in the foyer of the mansion at the Lynch Manor. I think it's called Lynch Manor.
I'm waiting for the Jack Dawson gallery to come out.
The guy from Titanic?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Draw me like one of your French girls.
Is that
by the way, I've done that Titanic. I think it was at either the Franklin Institute.
Yeah.
We did that.
Did you survive?
Survived. Yes.
Oh, good for you.
You draw the random card, and you can find out who you are on the flight, on the manifest.
Oh, really?
You get on, and when your ticket, you get a ticket. You get like a ticket for the voyage, and during the thing, you can research your person.
Oh, wow!
And whether you survived, whether you survived.
That's kind of eerie.
Mine, I believe, died a couple years after surviving. As still a young man.
In a plane crash.
No, I don't know about that. I don't think there wasn't a lot of plane travel. I wouldn't think. Happy birthday, Mikey McNellis, by the way, out there. And he just said, Jamie, it's his birthday today. Happy Mike.
What do you say? Mikey, happy birthday.
He went to the exhibit a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did he say it was awesome?
He said it was awesome.
Yeah, it's supposed to be great. And it's children friendly, so like...
I'm a little shocked. Because McNellis is not the type of person that I would think would be going to an art museum.
Well, did you expect me? Did you expect me to be a Van Gogh guy?
Yes, you have what do you have? What was it? One Picasso. There's one Picasso, and down in the man cave.
Yeah.
In the man cave, you've got one.
I got Chagall originals.
You have an original Leroy Neiman.
Sure.
Of your first shift as working, producing a show. I mean, it's great. Hey, Patrick Mahomes provides a really interesting challenge for the Eagles defense. It's one that I actually think they may be better equipped for than what we saw Monday versus Dak. Sounds crazy, right? I don't think so for a few reasons. For one, there's going to be hopefully a raucous home crowd that is going to create problems for Patrick Mahomes to make his audibles difficult, one of the highest audible rates in the NFL since he's come to the NFL. Just saying. Two, I believe that the approach from Jonathan Gannon is the ends are going to just be asked to be patient and contain because you can't allow him to get around the edges. So I think that the ends don't get to the quarterback much on this team. If you're asking them to be patient, contain, and then just drop people back, they're not getting to opposing quarterbacks anyway. Drop more guys in coverage. I want to see Patrick Mahomes have to go 12 plays to get a score. Now, that doesn't mean he's not going to get 4 of them. But you got to take away the quick hit throat punches that Kansas City's offense likes to deliver. The Eagles' defense will be better Sunday than they were Monday. Write it down. I said it, Pat. The Eagles' defense will be better Sunday than it was on Monday. Write it down.
Oh, we're grabbing the audio. Don't worry.
We'll play it for you on Monday. Bob's laughing. He just does not believe this. I believe it's a better matchup.
Because I love you trying to convince yourself. It's like
because look.
It's a cute little practice.
What are you going to do? Every single team going in. So I'm watching this. I'm watching John Harbaugh talk about defending Patrick Mahomes, and John Harbaugh says, "Well, first thing your defense has got to do is just contain him." He goes, "So we ask our defense to do a lot less. Excuse me. It's a more simplistic defensive approach when you're not trying to chase him, because the minute you chase him is the minute you lose. Now you just hope that the guys you drop in coverage can at least make him matriculate the ball down the field, to use the old matriculate word." And I'm watching John Harbaugh say that, and I'm like, okay, if it's a more simplistic defense, it's going to be more simplistic than the approach that Jonathan Gannon took on Monday night. Just the laugh. Laugh.
So simple is. So wait, let me get the first one. It's going to be a raucous stadium.
I believe it will be.
And I'm not.
So you
I
don't?
really am not.
You really
being
don't?
mean. No, I'm not saying that. Do you think that's really going to affect Patrick Mahomes?
It affects his audibles, his ability to audible. I'm just saying, a quarterback that wants to audible, it affects.
Cute.
Okay, go on.
You're asking less to be more from your defense that absolutely sucked on Monday. You guys were horrible, but we need you to do less this week and you'll be better.
It's a more simplistic approach. Look, if you give somebody a complicated game plan or you give them a more simplistic game plan, a more basic game plan, I would believe they get a better chance to execute it. I don't think that's crazy at all to think that. That if you ask someone that couldn't handle complicated to do less, they get a much better chance to be successful.
You weren't good when we gave you complicated, so we're going to have to see how you are.
We're going to dumb it down for you.
We're going to dumb it down against the better offense.
Jay, I'm listening to John Harbaugh say it's a more simplistic approach because you're asking people to just contain him because you can't chase him.
So they contain him.
The minute you chase him, you're screwed.
Tune of 33 points. What did it? They had at least 29 against the Ravens.
I would say I think you could keep them to 34. I think you keep them to 34 points. Sure.
And the third thing, you want them, if they're going to score slower.
Yes, I want them to I want them to have long drives. Make them, because that gives you a better chance of turnovers. And you know you got a guy named Big Play. That doesn't happen much.
Yeah.
Big Play Slay. I'm sure we'll come up with a couple.
I can just tell by the look on your face as you're giving all these things, you're not even really believing.
Do I believe it can happen? I'm not confident.
Yeah.
But I'm confident that they can have a better plan on Sunday than they had on Monday.
Yeah, and I hear you. You know I'm teasing.
Right, sure.
But
you very well be right.
I don't think it much matters. You can plan all you want. And when you said you could drop more guys back into coverage. And who? Like, who are you dropping back into coverage? I can have this great plan, for 16-year-old basketball players, but if I have a bunch of 8-year-olds and I have a great plan, it ain't going to work. It doesn't matter. Like, who are you dropping back into coverage?
Slay and Nelson have been solid.
I got a number for you here.
They haven't been bad.
If you give up,
Slay was bad on Sunday.
He missed it. If he doesn't in on that group where Schultz made 7 guys miss.
What are they doing though? I don't see.
And Slay's supposed to not get fooled like that.
Cooper and CeeDee Lamb had 98 yards, no touchdowns. They got beat elsewhere. The safeties and linebackers were a way bigger concern than Nelson and Slay to me.
Okay, here's a next level stat from ESPN Stats and Information. If Patrick Mahomes gets chunk plays of 30 yards or more, if he does it 4 times in a game, he wins in the regular season every time.
Say that one more time. That broke my brain.
If he gets a chunk play of 30 or more yards, 4 times in a game, he wins every time in the regular season.
I wonder how often that happens that guys don't win. That's a lot of big plays.
Well, how many big plays did they allow on Monday? I feel like it was more like just slow gash.
Well, no, that's why. Well, that's what I want them to. But the thing is, though, I want them to be slow gash. With Patrick Mahomes in them, I don't want them to be a.
So you don't want to be heading. You just want to die out from knife bleeding.
I'd rather. If you're going to lose this game, I would much rather have your strategy be death by 1,000 cuts, because there could be a fumble, there could be an interception. He's thrown 3 interceptions in 6 quarters of football. I think he's thrown 3 interceptions. So you do have a chance to be able to get some turnovers.
You're adorable. You're absolutely adorable. Yeah, you have a chance, I guess.
Maybe the cynicism just
They
hasn't
literally
seeped
have
in-
one
seeped in
turnover, and that's only because they knew that it would get me and Jamie a burrito. That's it.
That was nice of them.
So they don't really have turnovers.
They had one taken away from them, unrightly.
As far as facing,
is unrightly a word?
The defense holding up.
Unjustly is what I meant. I don't know what the hell I just said.
Is the Browns better than the Eagles? Like the Browns defense?
Yeah, they're
well, the Browns gave up 33
My
points.
man J.O.K. is lighting it
Ravens.
up.
Yeah, is the Ravens defense better?
Slightly better, yeah.
They gave up 35. The Chargers is better. They gave up 24. We're
Chargers
screwed.
gave up 24. Whoa, wait a minute. Chargers defense is the worst that you just mentioned out of those
It
three.
is. They
only gave up 24.
That was an off day.
This is something I'm trying to be better with. It's a week-to-week league. What San Diego did, or Los Angeles, did versus the Chiefs is irrelevant with what the Chiefs are going to do versus the Eagles. I try very hard to not do that anymore, but it's natural.
I got you.
It is interesting to both you and John, Jamie, on this. How many plays over 20 yards do you think Dallas had on Monday night?
2.
2 is correct.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like any big plays.
It was a lot of like 15-yard
plays.
When you're running the ball 40 40 times a game because you know you could just beat somebody's backside.
Yeah, they didn't need to rely on a big play because everything else was there for them.
Well, what's really concerning, too, is the fact that the Chiefs have, obviously, high-powered offense and speed on the outside, and it opens things up for Travis Kelce, which is kind of exactly what happened with Dallas. It opened it up for someone named Dalton Schultz.
I can't hear Dalton and not think of Roadhouse.
Think about it. Dalton Schultz cooked you, and now Travis Kelce's coming to town.
At me.
That's not great.
Scaring me. Scaring me.
We don't mean to. Like, we're doing it.
No, you are, though. But, I mean, look, I really do believe, though, Bob, that a more simplistic game plan is what has. I think you dumb down any game plan for a team that can't handle. That obviously can't. They looked so confused on Monday night. That secondary they looked like the Three Stooges. Like they're doing one of those things where they're running into each other, bouncing down. And I'm like, come on. Dumb it down.
Yeah, I mean, they tried to go to a zone, and when the one time Dak Prescott
Singleton was like, where's my help?
And on the touchdown, the other one where two guys were wide open, and one of those guys was wide open twice.
What I worry about is the guys getting behind them because Jonathan Gannon's like, don't let anyone get behind you. The Chiefs can get behind you more than anybody.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill and McCall Hardman are pretty fast.
And Mahomes can buy time whenever he wants. A lot better than Dak Prescott. So, yeah, dumbing it down. Yeah, the first word I hear in that is dumb.
Dumb.
So it says to me that there are problems to begin with if you're dumbing things down.
Oh,
so,
boy.
I don't know how that can be a better thing.
We got game time at the bottom of the hour coming your way. Your chance to win fabulous prizes, including a pair of passes to the pregame tailgate at the beautiful Gatehouse Bar and Restaurant just inside the gates of the Navy Yard this Sunday with convenient parking in the Navy Yard, all-inclusive food and drinks, live entertainment, complimentary shuttle to the game, and more. And you get to see Devon Givens and D. Gunn. They're broadcasting live. Go to phillysportstrips.com for more information. They run this beautiful outfit and to reserve spots for you and your friends. And 3 weeks from today, we will be getting on a plane and heading to Viva Las Vegas, baby. Oh, my gosh.
It's going to be nice and warm out there, too.
Yeah, not that warm, but October
warmer than here.
Yeah, but October can be iffy, and you'll be shocked in the desert how it can get chilly at night. So, get a little bit of chilly.
Get sun in the day.
Get in there. Hey, in Cooney's Corner, he says, stop trying to keep up.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
I'm conflicted here a little bit. If what happened on Monday isn't an anomaly with this Eagles offense.
Yes.
If it is a case of, look, they're just not that good. The quarterback can't really get it done the way you see fit. The head coach is kind of a little scrambled when it comes to calling plays, whatever it may be. You can't have things all over the place for the rest of the year. You have to establish something. And I'm not saying, look, don't worry about winning. It doesn't matter. Try to establish something. But I'm kind of saying, don't worry about winning. It doesn't matter. You have to try to establish something. You need to find out what you have. You need to find out, okay, is this running game something that we can, in the future, build on with Miles Sanders, with Kenneth Gainwell, with Jalen Hurts, the way we can use him in the running game? If it is, you need to practice it out in games. You need to see it in games. It can't be it worked here, but we're going to go to something else. It can't be. You need to find things out. Is the short passing game not something? Okay, if it's not, then move on. Move to something else. And even if it's not in Jalen Hurts' wheelhouse, what my point is, this is a year of auditioning everything. And it's almost wins be damned in my book. You have to find something out. You found out nothing on Monday night.
Nothing.
The offensive game against the 49ers, what did you find out? You found out that the coach didn't make good play calls is probably above everything else.
And the quarterback left a lot of plays on the field.
And that he could make a couple of good deep throws when he threw them early enough. So you did extract something out of that. Atlanta played a really bad team. You got a confidence level there. Atlanta, I just say, okay, that's a nice start. But you have to learn something. And if games keep going, and I'm fearful that they may, for this offense, the way it did against the Dallas Cowboys on Monday night, you're getting nothing out of this season except saying, okay, the quarterback's not good enough. All right, then you go into next season saying you need a new quarterback. But what about the running game? What about the passing game? Is Devontae Smith an answer? What about the tight ends? you got to answer some questions. So you have to find some foundational things offensively, even if maybe it costs you series or perhaps overall.
And this is to my point earlier of I don't understand why the base of the offense isn't based around Hurts' mobility, because it's something I think they do well to this point. I think he has the right mindset when it comes to it. He's got to keep his eyes downfield and potentially hit the plays that are coming off of it. But you got to start with something that you can trust and rely on here. And to me, the only thing he's shown at an above average level so far is his mobility. So I would start there and try and base everything off of it. But, you're right. You got to do something well.
I don't think fans are going to be happy, though, Pat, if we're talking about like using the regular season games as a classroom. No matter how much that makes sense. I think people will be like,
I don't know. I think the fan base is pretty understanding. I think reactionary. No, I think what I mean is yes, heat of the moment right after the game. Yeah, there's going to be impure thoughts. But I think the next day, the day after digestion, you're going to have a situation where they go, okay, this is a rebuilding year. This is a year where you're supposed to evaluate and not necessarily think that wins are coming. So I think we're in a good place as a fan base.
I like your impure thoughts.
Yeah. Because if we are being honest with ourselves and we do believe what we said before the season started,
yes,
that's kind of what we're looking for.
Here's all I want. Again, though, I'm okay. Again, I thought that there'd be 6 wins or less, but I wanted to see competency.
Yeah, and maybe
I have not seen competency out of this coaching staff yet.
And maybe in order to find it, you have to neglect other areas.
You might have to.
Yeah. So do
you do that? Are you more likely to do that when you're 1-5 though?
Probably.
Than 1-2.
You have to give winning a shot, right? Especially,
and then say.
Although the reason I brought this up was, I'm sorry, but in my opinion, you have no shot. You have no shot Sunday. You have a very limited shot Thursday night against Tom Brady. Right? Is that the next game?
No,
Carolina. I'm sorry, Carolina. Okay, undefeated team with a pretty good defense. Leg and
tell me it's raining.
Yeah, I mean,
I got you.
I don't know.
Carolina, still a winnable game in my opinion.
Depends on what I see against Kansas City, if it is.
Yeah.
Plus, Carolina's going to be coming off a Dallas loss potentially on the road.
They'll lose that one. I mean,
they're going to be angry.
3 wins, 2 are against rookie quarterbacks making their first career start, and then a hapless Saints team. So I'm not crowning Carolina anything yet.
No, I'm not crowning them, but against the Eagles.
I'm not even crowning them that's a loss. You know what I mean? That to me, we'll see what happens.
We'll see if
Kansas City.
We'll see if Crystal McCaffrey is playing.
Hubbard, the big fantasy backup everybody wanted this week.
See if Christian is healthy for the game.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Dinged up again. Who would have ever seen that coming? It's unbelievable.
And you're really on a victory team.
It's just
he was hurt 1 year.
I mean, he gets dinged up. He's going to get
16.
He's going to get dinged up.
And then he got hurt.
He's going to get dinged up.
Did you just see the injury report? Kincaid's on it with a rotator cuff injury from patting himself on the back with this one.
It's like imagine a guy who drafted Saquon on both his teams.
Yeah, I did. He was good last week.
Like, who would do that?
He gave me 22 points.
Oh, Jamie did it.
Like, what?
No, Jamie did it.
What?
In the second round, yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie drafted Saquon.
In the second round.
Oh, you knew that.
I did?
Come on, man. That's not right. It's your brother in arms.
Who would do that?
That's what happens when you draft Giants.
Wait a minute. There's a lot of just, Judas going on around this place all the time, constantly with a bad take here, a bad take there. We all turn on each other.
You're be the bigger man,
This
John.
is a big weekend for Folgy to God, though, Pat. Don't worry.
This is the year where he breaks out.
Yeah,
he needs an injury.
Yeah.
The only way he needs an injury.
Well,
what
make
is he
sure
up
to listen
to right now, Pat?
Make sure if you listen to Pat's takes yesterday,
Pat's
you would
takes had
know.
it yesterday.
I give you the Folgy to God update.
I know.
Welcome to the show.
No, I heard what you said.
It's a good
yesterday.
segment if you listen to it.
Well,
I
look,
did listen, but I mean, what is he doing? You are in his camp. What is he doing right now?
He's getting ready to get me 1,000 yards.
Getting ready.
He's doing Pilates. He's stretching.
He's revving the engine.
What would the Eagles' record be if they had Folgy to go?
2-1, easy.
Because I mean,
2-1. Try 3-0.
Because I'm just saying, it's sort of like that Reese Hoskins discussion we had earlier.
In fact, he's so good they'd be 4-0.
If they only had Folgy.
Having only played 3 games.
All right, we want you to line up for game time. If you want to play today, we've got some fantastic prizes for you, including a great value of going out to the Gatehouse Bar and Restaurant. For anybody who's going to the Eagles game on Sunday, This would be a golden opportunity to pick up a pair of tailgate tickets there. It is absolutely awesome. So get yourself lined up. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. Kate Scott, Sixers television broadcaster, will join us coming up, too, in the next half hour. So stick around for that. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. You like watching football a lot. I know you do. And you love eating wings. Drinking beer, they're all good things, right? Well, Hooters is your perfect wing joint. And they're the original wing joint. And they're the place you want to be heading into now for dine-in, to-go, curbside, or delivery. Hooters is going to bring the flavor and the fun to your football season. Now, you may want to have the party at your house this weekend, and that's cool. You want to line up and have everybody over to the house? That's great. Hooters now offers online ordering, which makes it simple. Create your order, drive up, curbside, get it, go. You can even do it during halftime. A fantastic chance there. But, John, I don't know where the local Hooters is. Well, shame on you. But all you got to do is go to northeasthooters.com. Northeasthooters.com to find the location nearest you. You know your friends love eating and drinking and having fun. So get into your local Hooters this weekend. Watch football, eat wings, and drink beer. Because Hooters makes you happy.
The John Kincade Show.
For someone who's super, super hot, you're really cranky.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Guys, there's a treatment for ED that is changing the medical field. I'm talking about acoustic wave therapy technology from Forge Medical Group. Wave therapy. So that means no medication is involved, and you can stop buying the popular pills at your local pharmacy. Forge Medical Group's board-certified medical director and his team offers this acoustic wave therapy technology. And it can restore intimacy without pills, injections, or surgery. Here are some comments from the Forge Medical website.
Thank you for giving me my sex life back.
Your staff was friendly and respectful. They never made me embarrassed or uncomfortable.
No pill or pump ever worked for me. Your clinic is full of miracle workers.
Forge Medical Group is working with men to bring back a part of their life that they thought was gone. Our guarantee to you, no pill and no injection. This is a completely safe ED treatment. Appointments fill fast. Call now, 610-632-8181. That's 610-632-8181 or forgemedicalgroup.com.
Hi, it's John Asho, the car czar from Colonial Hyundai of Downingtown. Still making up for lost time this summer? Colonial Hyundai is keeping summer alive with the Endless Summer Sales Event. All September, only at Colonial, take advantage of the exclusive savings on any new Hyundai in stock, like a new 2022 Elantra SE for just $149 per month. You can also take an extended vacation from payments. Make no payments until 2022 on any new Hyundai in stock. We currently have over 200 vehicles in stock, and if you can't find what you're looking for, give us a call. Odds are it's on its way. Or if not, we can locate you the exact model you're looking for and have it delivered quickly. Colonial Hyundai also offers financing for everyone, regardless of your credit. Don't let this summer and these savings slip away. Get to Colonial Hyundai today during the Endless Summer Sales Event. Shop us 24/7 at colonialhyundai.com. Colonial Hyundai of Downingtown, the faster, easier, better way to buy a Hyundai.
2022 Hyundai Elantra SE based on a 36-month lease through HMF. Lease cash down $4,995 plus tax and tax. See dealer for full details.
How real do I give it? So real. How real do I give it? So real. So real that Caesars will give you some authentic NFL gear when you bet $100 in September. So download the app and get live in-game betting, parlays, Caesars rewards, and some authentic NFL gear. I'm an official sponsor of the NFL, people!
Must be 21. Offer valid in New Jersey only and for new and existing users who opt into this offer. Jersey awarded as a gift card. Options may vary. Terms and conditions apply. See Caesars.com/promos. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. At AT&T, everyone, new and existing customers, get our best deals on every smartphone. Why? Because you deserve it. For turning your living room into your office and your gym. For teaching grandma how to video call. And teaching her again.
It's the button on your left, Nana. Okay, your other left.
It's not complicated. Everyone deserves something new. So AT&T is giving everyone, new and existing customers, our best deals with every unlimited plan on every smartphone, even the latest ones.
AT&T may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Restrictions and exceptions may apply.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook is ready to make this football season one to remember. All season long, you can score at Bet Rivers Sportsbook with free bets, odds boosts, and more. With player props, thousands of game lines, and live in-game betting, Bet Rivers Sportsbook delivers a best-in-class sports betting experience and has an experienced customer service team to back it up. Visit Bet Rivers Sportsbook today and bet this football season with a local trusted team that puts you first. Go to BetRivers.com and be a winner. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21 or over to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Well, one of the questions I get most about Squeeze.com is this: how many days should I juice for? Well, ask yourself, what do you want to accomplish? Do you want to drop some pounds, lose inches, sleep better, feel more energized? Once you set your goals, the number of days you select becomes easier to achieve. 3 days is about the right amount of time for the body to adjust to the cleanse and start to notice significant benefits. So why not give it a shot? Just go to Squeeze.com and order today. That's Squeezed.com.
Research shows that people remember radio ads with British accents. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need, take it from a Brit.
Oi, barmy insurance bloke fetching dosh out your pocket. It's barmy. Liberty Mutual won't leave you skint, mate.
Can you just say Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need?
I think that's what I said, you blooming...
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Hello, Mr. Vending Machine. Maybe chips. Come on, dollar. It's flat. What?
There's a better way to pay. With a Citizens card in your digital wallet, you'll never have to hear again. Paying with Citizens. One ding and you're done. Citizens made ready. Visit citizensbank.com/ding to learn more.
Wireless carrier, text, and/or data charges may apply. Citizens is a brand name of Citizens Bank and a member FDIC.
Pro football season's here, and pro roofers save valuable time with Beacon Pro Plus. Beacon Pro Plus works 24/7 for material ordering, order history, and automated promotion tracking, so you can get your favorite GAF roofing products even when working remotely. And now, order on Beacon Pro Plus and get a $175 gift card and a chance for a VIP pro football getaway. Gear up and raise your game with Beacon Pro Plus today. Build, score, and win at BECN.com.
Hey guys, it's Connor Thomas from the John Kincade Show, and you know what we love about our athletes here in Philly? They wear their hearts on their sleeve. We love that in this city, but it doesn't always lend to a great poker face. So you know what I tell those guys? Go download the World Series of Poker Real Money mobile app by Harris Philadelphia. It's live now and it's online, so that poker face, it doesn't matter. Let's deal you in, PA. You can put your skills to the test for chances to win huge tournament prize pools, online bracelets, and even entries to the World Series of Poker main event in Las Vegas. Plus, you can get $50 of free play using promo code ALLINPA. So join the best at WSOP.com. Must be 21 or over to gamble. Know when to stop before you start. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
You think Jamie has some really crazy opinions? Don't worry. We do too.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Game time, fellas. John Kincade Show on a Thursday. Game time comes your way. Kate Scott comes your way at 8:45. Your chance to win fabulous prizes. What are you staring at, Bob? What are you looking at? Is somebody peering in over their shoulder? Or is...
No, all of a sudden it seems like
they're doing some window cleaning over there. So I think
cleaning the windows.
They rolled up the shade.
Yes.
That's what it is. Okay.
Bob, the future show, right? You got to have shade.
That's nice. We should do that.
It is nice. We should have light.
Yeah.
I don't know why we don't have light over here.
TV, but we could take those down.
I can't see Coach, but a shade of what he is.
Those should be on a hinge.
Well, they're just leave them Velcro.
Open? No, but they should be on a hinge that we can just move them out.
Well, that would require big bucks.
Mike needs total darkness. Is he a vampire or something? It's like total darkness.
Well, it's just the TV light coming in.
All right, let's get down to business. It's game time, baby.
It's Thursday morning at 8:30, which means game time. Today we are playing Jacked Up Sound Bites. Now here's your MC of Game Time, Pat Egan.
Hello.
This is making a return. I like this.
It is making a return, yes. I have a 2.5-year-old, so we have him record some famous drops that we play pretty often here on the John Kincade Show. Your goal is to decipher what my 2.5-year-old Jack is saying in the soundbite, all right? So if you want to get in...
Then we're going to decipher your soundbites in the 9 o'clock hour.
Let's not do that. I don't want to do that with Ricky Bo, especially. So if you want to get in, 610-632-0975. Had some really good stuff to give away. The big prize is a Fanatic pregame show tailgate party tickets for this Sunday at the Gatehouse in the Navy Yard. We also have a case of Bud Light. We have a pair of tickets to see Temple Battle Memphis. We have a pair of tickets to the Bates Motel and Haunted Attractions. And we have Biography WWE Legends Volume 1 and 2 on DVD. So really good stuff if you want to get in. 610-632-0975. Let's kick it off with Kyle in Haddonfield.
What's up, Kyle?
Morning, guys. Jared number 10 here.
Oh,
nice. Kyle, my man.
What's up, buddy?
All right, well, Kyle, try to figure this out, all right? What is Jack saying in this sound drop?
Noah, as a niece.
We'll play it for you one more time, okay? Try to figure out what
Maybe the music underneath this hurts this a little bit.
Okay, we'll turn it down.
Turn
All
it down just a little.
Kyle, once again, here's the sound drop.
Noah, as a niece.
You have any idea?
I know it.
No.
I know it.
Throw out a guess.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know it.
Oh, jeez. Aaron Nola is an ace. Aaron Nola is an ace.
Yeah, so that's
he didn't win.
So this is what it sounded like.
Noah, as a niece.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Nailed
pretty
it.
good. Good
Nailed
job,
it.
Jack.
All right,
Good job, Jack.
Let's go to...
I'm deep in the 2.5-year-old speak right now, and I was close on that, but I didn't put it together.
Let's go to Greg in Riverside. Greg, are you ready to try to figure out what my 2.5-year-old's talking about? All right, what sound drop is this?
Don't worry, nobody's listening anywhere.
All right, once
got
again. All right, listen closely.
Oh, I got that one.
What is he saying? We play this sound drop.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anywhere.
Oh, I got it.
I do not. Greg, do you have it?
I don't have it at all, no.
Really? Okay. All right. Sorry, you'll lose.
no, Greg.
My child is trying to say...
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
Yeah. Bob Uecker.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anywhere.
I can't believe he... Man, that's awesome.
That is good.
Great job, kid.
All right, let's go to Tim in San Diego.
Hi, Tim.
Tim, you there?
Love your show, guys.
Love
Thanks,
you, Tim.
All right, Tim, what is my 2.5-year-old saying here?
Tommy.
Once again, all right, that was a quick one. Listen closely. What is he saying?
Tommy.
This is a newer drop.
Oh, I got it.
Oh.
I'll do one more time for you. One more time.
Wait, one more time.
Tommy.
I got it.
No idea.
Any idea, Tim?
Fernando Tatis.
No, he's in San Diego.
Get your San Diego ass out of here, all right?
Wow.
No. He is saying...
Nick.
Dog mentality.
Oh!
Tommy.
Wow.
Tommy? I didn't
we got to
get
start
that.
making these, giving some more hints.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
we
my
should
gosh.
get
We have 3
yeah.
losers already, and that's not just the guys in this room.
Wow, okay.
My Skylar translations are paying off now. Finally.
Let's go to Lenny in Ben Salem, all right? Lenny, maybe you can break the schneid here, all right? Tell me what my 2.5-year-old is saying in this sound drop.
What a big winner.
Oh, I got it.
All right, Lenny, one more time. What is he saying?
What a big winner.
Oh, I know what it is.
Lenny, any idea?
Bob, you stink at this.
Wait.
No, we should be winning?
No.
That's not.
what?
The sound drop is... Coach, do you want to say it?
Say it, Coach.
Say it live, Coach. Do it live.
I love the big wiener.
There it is.
What a big winner.
I thought that one was pretty easy.
I thought that was easy, too.
Yeah, me too. All right.
Well, we've never had 4 people lose in a row.
No, we're going to have to start telling people.
That's incredible.
Justin in Cherry Hill, let's hopefully you can get one of these, okay? It's in the same realm as the last one. I'll give you that hint, okay? But what is my 2.5-year-old saying with this sound drop?
What a big winner.
That's not it.
That's not it. That's the last
Although
one.
we would get a winner if we did that one.
we're not doing
No,
that
this is the new one.
No, hot dog.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah.
One more time.
No, hot dog.
Justin, any idea? Same realm as the last one.
Is it hot dog?
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. Just to get a winner.
Absolutely.
Just to get a winner, I will give it to you. The actual sound drop is
No, hot dog.
No, hot dog.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Justin,
good enough. Good job, Justin.
Justin, you are going to end up winning a pair of tickets to see Temple Battle Memphis on Saturday at noon, Lincoln Financial Field. Temple alumni fly out of your Owl's nest. Don't miss the homecoming football game. For tickets, visit owlstix.com.
No hot dog.
That's Mrs. Cho in the basement.
Cho. Mrs. Cho, we called her up to
I
see
called
exactly
her one
what they
day
had.
because we had a wiener craving here, so
No, it's
no
just-
hot dog.
Just a typical thing on the show.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring up John in the Northeast.
What do you say, boys?
What's up,
Hey,
John?
John.
What's going on, John? Tell me if you know what my 2.5-year-old is saying with this sound drop.
Oh, we didn't know. And you wish. And it's time.
Oh my God!
It's tough. It's
That is
tough.
Good really luck.
John.
You
I'll tell
have
you.
to give him a hint.
I'll tell you right now. The hint is it's focused around John Kincade. Take a closer listen.
Oh, we didn't know. And you wish. And it's time.
I'm lost.
John, any idea?
Oh, my God. At first, I was going to go with, oh, good for you, but it's definitely not it.
It's close.
well, let's give it to him. There you go, John. You win.
Well, go on.
Sure. All right. So the actual sound drop from that was supposed to be.
Oh, we didn't know you lived in Atlanta.
Oh, we didn't
All right.
know.
We'll give John a gift.
John, you were going to end up winning
And
at
it's time.
Atlanta. You are going to end up winning a case of Bud Light. Join myself for the Bud Light Saturday Game Night Series. I will conduct fun interactive games and to get Philly football fans excited this Sunday's action. I'll be at JD McGillicuddy's in Manayunk, so it's a home game for me. From 7 to 9 this Saturday, 111 Cotton Street. So come on out. So he wins a case of Bud Light.
Jack's going to have to step up if I'm getting him into Temple. Is all I'm saying here. Let's have a couple more of these.
All right, he's 2.5. Relax
Have a
there,
couple
bud.
more of these.
Let's go to Jim, and if we want to get in, 610-632-0975. Jim in Washington Township.
Hey,
Tell
guys, love the show.
Hi, Jim.
Jim, let me know if you know what my 2.5-year-old's saying here.
That eat. That shit is pigs.
All right, one more time here. All right, and I'll tell you right now, it's an Anthony Gargano drop. All right, listen closely.
That eat. That shit is pigs.
Jim, any idea?
No.
I don't know.
I don't have that one either.
Something about the Sixers?
That's huge. That's like Sixers huge.
Oh.
Shit is pigs.
There it was. That was close.
This might be the last time we do this game.
This is
All right,
hard.
we have one more. All right, one more. Brian in Jersey. Hopefully he can figure this one out. Brian, tell me, what is my 2.5-year-old saying?
The guy is stuck, but there he goes.
All right, one more time, Brian. One more time. Listen closely. All right, it's not a drop of anyone at the station. Okay, there's your hint.
The guy is stuck,
I got it.
but there he goes.
Brian, any ideas here?
I have no idea.
You want to phone me in?
Yeah.
Phone a friend?
Jamie, help him out.
Phone a friend.
All right.
The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
That's hard. That's
All
a hard
right.
one. Very
Way to
good.
go,
Kevin
Brian.
Harlan. There you go, Brian in Jersey.
The
Yeah.
guy is stuck, but there he
Goes.
goes.
That's my kid.
Good job, Jack.
Brian, you are going to end up winning the biography, the WWE Legends Volume 1 and 2 on DVD. Get the ultimate ringside seat for real-life stories behind the larger-than-life alter egos of Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rowdy Piper, Macho Man Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior, and more, available now on DVD from Lionsgate.
Great job, Pat. And great job,
Awesome.
Jackie.
Yeah, good job, Jack.
Young Jack. So, Skylar and Jack, are they going to be a couple, you think?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Skylar,
No.
Skack.
Not
I don't
thinking.
know.
Not thinking.
Skak's a good one.
Skak is.
Oh,
Skak.
you say Skak.
Skak.
Skak sounds like a defensive coordinator.
Uncle Cuz will be like, look at Skak going to the prom. Look at them all going
Speaking
to
of
the
Uncle
prom.
Cuz, he texted me. Eagles have no shot against Carolina. Said their defense is too good.
Who said that?
Uncle Cuz.
Uncle Cuz already said
I
that?
didn't hear
Yeah.
That's what Olivia calls him, Uncle Cuz.
Yeah.
She loves her Uncle Cuz. So you get 2 tickets to the Bates Motel and Haunted Attractions for just $50. It's our Fanatic deal of the week. You'll experience terror like never before, and that includes this Philly season. At the #1 haunted attraction in America. Check it out now at 97.5thefanatic.com. Keyword deal. I've been told that people have had. He said, "You better be. Your heart better be healthy." Because people
for the scare,
people get freaked out. Like I
want to see you with like a GoPro on.
I'd love it. I'd absolutely. I can't wait.
Wearing Depends.
Hey, great tasting Ensure Max Protein has 30 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and nutrients that help support immune health. Those who tried Ensure Max Protein report feeling more energy in just 2 weeks. For consumer survey details, visit ensure.com. Do you have a blower at your house?
Yes.
You do?
Pardon? Yes.
I
just went cordless.
Blow the leaves off the deck.
I don't.
Blow leaves.
My original was corded, and it was the worst thing ever.
They can't have a corded one.
Oh, it was awful.
Can't have a corded one.
Well, I upgraded.
What's that going to set me back today?
A good one, probably like 150 to 200.
Really?
Yeah. I have a rinky-dink one that I got with a weed whacker for 100.
I don't want a gigantic one.
You want more than what I got.
Okay.
Don't they have at your HOA, don't they have people who cut your lawn?
Yeah, but they don't come over and clean your deck or clean your garage out. Like, blow your garage out, or if you get leaves and stuff like that in the garage, they don't do that for you. So you got to have the blower just blow it on out, and then let somebody else pick it up.
You could pick it up and put it in the trash can.
No, you can't pick it up. You have to.
You can't.
You have to go
you can't go in your garage and
sweep and stuff. No, just get the blower and just blow it out.
I got a Ryobi 40 volt powerless here or cordless here for 150.
Not bad.
I have a dustpan and a broom.
Oh, the blower's a nice item.
The blower is really.
I don't mind doing the work myself.
It is doing the work yourself.
Yeah, you can blow the stuff into a corner and then sweep it up.
You don't get dirty when you're blowing the stuff out.
Sixers Raptors, by the way, Monday night at 7 o'clock, right here on the Fanatic. The Sixers and the Raptors on Monday night. We'll have Kate Scott joining us here.
You walked him into it, John.
Oh, she is? She's already here? Kate Scott has made her appearance.
She's early.
On the Comcast Business Hotline, because Kate Scott understands if you're early, you're late. She's here.
Exactly. No, on time.
The new TV voice of the Sixers, Kate Scott. Kate, I read this resume, and I go back to thinking of your days at KNBR and sitting next to you at Super Bowls. And I think, I know everybody wants to dream big. Even you couldn't have dreamt this big, the amount of things that are on that resume, could you?
No, not in a zillion years. It's so great to be with you guys this morning. And
glad to have you here.
So fast, Sean.
It is amazing.
You know how this industry works, right? Like, I'm working with Golick right now, doing a college football package, and I think he put it best. He's like, the rocket ship has taken off, and I just looked at him. I was like, Mike, what the hell is going on? This is madness.
You've landed in a great spot. And
I'm so excited, especially because, let's see, in I think the past 3 minutes, you guys had me cackling with Jack because kids. Oh, I got number 2, and that was it. I got the don't worry, nobody's listening anyway. The rest, no freaking clue. And you got hot dogs, and I think you were talking about blowing somebody, and then you're like, let's have Kate Scott on.
Well, that wasn't the exact lead-in that we were... That wasn't the lead-in that was the intent.
Kate Scott.
Kate, I'm looking at it, though, there is one thing about the hype of you arriving that does bother me a bit. Okay? Your resume is listed out for it, and so much of the resume is listed out as first woman to do this, first woman to do that, and everything like that. I look at it as you keep knocking down doors because you're damn good at what you do.
Well, thank you. And we'll all figure that out in a few weeks and see if that's true or not.
Oh, yes, we're going to rip you. If you have a bad broadcast, just avoid us on your coffee trip.
I cannot wait. And don't worry, I'll sit and take it, damn it.
And now you have the hotline number. So now you're going to be able to call in and ridicule.
Oh, yeah, hey, this is Marjorie, just wanting to call in and defend Kate Scott. No, but I mean, you're spot on because I was actually had to sit down with Doc yesterday because he's like, who the hell's this chick? I want to get to know her a little bit better before she totally tarnishes the reputation of the team. And he said, I didn't set out to be the first black anything. I'm sure you didn't set out to be the first woman anything. And I said, you're totally right, Doc. I have just loved sports since I was a very little girl and always loved challenging myself, always loved getting better. And you guys know, in any aspect of life, whether it's a morning show or play-by-play or whatever any of our listeners are doing, like, in order to get better, you often have to take the risk, which is often, hey, the 49ers want you to call a couple preseason games. Well, holy blank, I don't know if I'm ready for that, but you say yes, and you dive in and you figure it out, and then you realize that you grew because of that experience. So, part of me is embarrassed and kind of pissed off that I've been so many of the first, right? Because it's 2021. You think that there would be so many other qualified women who would have gotten these opportunities, but they haven't. So hopefully, I was joking with my parents actually when this became official a couple of weeks ago. Even though I couldn't tell John, even though he was
couldn't tell me.
Like a little birdie. I'm not
little birdies. I was DMing you, trying to get the inside scoop, and you were ignoring me.
Exactly. I know, but it was just because I was pushing you off because I couldn't wait to talk to you today. But anyway, But my parents, and I think my mom put it best, and she's from the East Coast, and she's so excited about this. She said, I hope this is the last first, because I hope that all the things you've done have opened enough doors that it just becomes the best person in the next few years, and that's my hope too.
Kate, yesterday we saw on Twitter that you had a chance to meet up with Mark Zumoff, who you are replacing, and obviously who is a legend here. Just had it down, not asking you to give us the conversation, but just maybe something that you learned about this city or about the organization that maybe you didn't know before that kind of surprised you.
Yeah, well, first of all, kind of like John, how we have known each other from afar. You called me out of the blue a couple years ago when he was working on, because he writes books, right? He's a big teacher, and I love that because I think early in my career, already mentor a number of young men and women because I think it's so important to get guidance in this industry. But he calls me, and I literally remember picking up the phone and saying, Mark Zumoff, why the hell are you calling me? You're the voice of the 76ers. He said, yeah, I'm doing your work. I want to get some insight on what it's like being a woman in the field. Anyway, we've stayed in touch since then. When he retired, I said aloud, whoever tries to follow Zoo is a freaking idiot. And then, as you guys know, like 2 days later, my agent's called, hey, so we think you should apply for the Sixers opening. Oh, blank. Okay. But he is the legend of all legends. You guys know. I mean, he is Philly through and through. He is the kindest, gentlest soul who cares so much about this city and the team. And I think that was the best thing, because we all know his Zooisms. And I asked him as we were at a 3-hour lunch yesterday at the famous sports street. We almost got his car towed. Thankfully, we didn't. And I said, you have all these wonderful sayings, and I would love to honor you in some way and carry over maybe a couple of your favorites. He said, Kate, stop it. It's your time. I had 27 years of amazing love and back and forth and tough times and good times and crappy seasons and playoff seasons. He's like, it's your time. But I think all of us will have to put our heads together and see what Zooisms we want to carry over. And then the other thing he said was, hey, a lot of people are going to give you a hard time when you start because you're not a Philly lifer like I was. He said, don't worry about that. He said, lean into the team. If you love the team and you love the city, they're going to love you back. And I said, that's my plan. He said, call whenever. He's already hooked me up with his son. He's already hooked me up with his wife. Not in that way, but just phone-wise. That
would have been quite a lunch.
Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah, Kate, a guy named Harry Callis here in town was an outsider. He fared pretty well, so I don't think you have much to worry about there. I'm curious what your basketball, just kind of not resume, but I'm going to put you on the grills here. Who's your favorite basketball player ever to watch, and who's the greatest of all time?
Oh gosh, we're going there.
I did it. I'm sorry.
I was really bad at basketball. I was really good at taking charges and dribbling out the clock. I once took 5 charges in a game. Could not shoot worth a lift. And we can make jokes about that now, but I'm going to avoid that so I don't get fired before I get started. Anyway, as I said in the quote that went off, when I was a little girl, I did love Allen Iverson, which I know is probably whatever. She's pandering, but as somebody who was always, from the time I was a little girl, I was playing on my street, had a bunch of basketball hoops, and it was all the boys and me. And, after school, we'd come home because I'm actually that old. We weren't playing video games yet. And it'd be, who's hoop we playing on today? And I was the only girl with all these boys. Same at recess at school. So I've been told since I was a little girl, like, get the hell out of here. You're too small. You don't belong here. It's all the boys playing. And my at least perspective as a youngster was that AI was getting the same treatment in the NBA. Like, you're too small. You don't belong. You're never going to make it. And he just said, screw you, and figured it out. And I also remember all the clothes. No, that's not how you're supposed to dress to be here. There were so many layers to it. But the overarching thing was, you don't belong. And I just related to that and have continued to relate to that. So, huge Allen Iverson fan. Gosh, best player of all time.
Yeah, do it. It's the $1 million question.
It's got to be one of the guys here, right? Is it Dr. J or Wilt? I'm still debating because obviously they played before me, but it's got to be one of those guys, right? Who do you guys say it is?
I say it's LeBron.
Okay.
Well, he's throwing everybody in at you, too. He's throwing the whole league in at you.
Yeah. No, I was curious. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's the best because he's too small, but he has changed the game. A guy who I was lucky enough to watch the past number of years, Stephen Curry.
And call their games.
Exactly. And now I'm so excited to get to see Seth, especially with the growth that he has shown over the last couple of years. LeBron is up there. I mean, I grew up for some reason. I don't know if it's because I loved AI or I just never clicked with Michael Jordan. I know everybody picks Jordan, but I've never liked him.
Wow.
I think I'm the one person on the planet. After watching the 30 for 30 last year, I came to respect him a whole lot more. But he's never been my favorite. So I'll pander once again. I'll Dr. J or Wilt. And I'll put LeBron as like a 2.5.
We can't wait to have you in studio. Come in the studio and hang out with us for like an hour sometime when it fits your schedule.
That sounds awesome.
And we'll feed you.
Sounds awesome.
We'll feed you. We'll find a way to feed you.
Done. And if we can play that game again.
Oh, we play a game. Yes, we'll play game time. We may design a Kate Scott game.
Oh, jeez. Bring it on. John knows. Once you work in morning radio, you're ready for anything.
It's all there. Kate, appreciate you and so glad to have you in town. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate you making the time for me this morning.
There you go.
Thanks, Kate.
There you go. Kate Scott, the TV voice of the Sixers.
She's cool.
Joining us. I told you she's funny.
Yeah.
She's not going to play it. She's not going to always play it straight. She's going to have fun. She is going to bring a real energy.
I was curious if she would take a Zoom-offism and try to incorporate it out of respect, but it appears not.
And isn't it just like Mark Zumoff, though? Say, no. Do yours. Do your own thing.
Can we have her on like every week?
Isn't she fantastic? We could probably arrange something.
She's
fantastic.
She's hilarious.
She is hilarious. Oh, she's better. She's better in person, Pat. She's better in person than that. That was the fantastic.
Zoom hooked me up with his wife. Not that way.
She's great. She's great. All right. I hope you enjoyed meeting Kate Scott. We'll look forward to having her in studio with us and everything. She is absolutely fantastic. Ricky Batalico joins us. He's fantastic too. Coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
Well, they got a big win over Atlanta on Saturday night, a tie with New York last night. But let's take a minute to talk about your Philadelphia Union. They've climbed from 8th now up to 5th in the standings. And you need to get down to Subaru Park because it's a game day experience like nothing else in sports. It's one of the best experiences going in Philadelphia. It's so much fun. You get to cheer, you get the insane views, and you get to dupe your butt off all game long. The crowd is always electric. The fans bring the action and excitement the entire game. You don't know what to do, just follow the leads of the Sons of Ben. Philly is a 5-for-5 city, and the Union is led by our guy who's Philly through and through, head coach Jim Curtin. I was in Orland last weekend. Everybody was talking about Jim Curtin. Do yourself a favor. Head down to Subaru Park this Sunday afternoon for an awesome game when the Union take on Columbus Crew as both teams battle for playoff spots. You're going to have a blast. I guarantee it. Grab your tickets at PhiladelphiaUnion.com.
The John John Kincade Show.
If you don't like it, go on the internet and complain.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. I'm Adam Schefter, and DraftKings is kicking off another week of action by giving all new customers a can't-miss offer. Bet just $1 on any football game this week and receive $150 in free bets instantly, no matter what. And this football season, all customers can swing big with DraftKings same-game parlays. Same-game parlays allow you to combine multiple bets for a bigger payout. This week, place a same-game parlay on any NFL game, and you'll be credited up to $25 if your bet loses. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC to receive $150 in free bets instantly when you place a $1 bet on any football game. That's code FANATIC this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only, new customers only, restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The powerful new iPhone 13 Pro is here with the most advanced camera in an iPhone. And T-Mobile is the place to get it.
This new cinematic mode turned my travel videos into a filmmaking masterpiece.
Get the most out of your new iPhone on America's largest, fastest 5G network.
And posting. Whoa, that was fast.
And now, you can get iPhone 13 Pro on us with eligible trade-in and plan and upgrade forever.
So I can always have a new iPhone?
Yep, forever. Lock in the trade-in value of your new iPhone up to $800 every 2 years for your next upgrade. Get iPhone 13 Pro on us right now and upgrade forever. Only at T-Mobile.
With Max Plan and on us now via 30 monthly bill credits for well-qualified buyers plus tax. Contact us before canceling service to continue credits on current device or credit stop and balance on required finance agreement is due. Fastest based on average overall 5G speeds according to Open Signal Awards and USA 5G User Experience Report July 2021. See T-Mobile.com.
We've all had that dream. Tie game, bottom of the ninth. Bases loaded. Well, on FanDuel Sportsbook, you get more than one shot to swing for the fences because FanDuel is letting you place your first bet risk-free. That's right. New users get up to $1,000 back in-site credit if your first bet doesn't win. There's a reason FanDuel Sportsbook is the top-ranked sportsbook app on Apple and Google Play. The app is simple to use. They've got great offers on all different betting markets, unique fun bet types like same-game parlay, and always-on promotions to let you get more action out of every game day. And when you win, FanDuel will pay your winnings in as little as 24 hours. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code PLAY to get in on the action. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code PLAY. 21 plus and present in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only for risk-free bet. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
If you've got a personal auto insurance question, you could talk to a cab driver, although the policies he recommends might include avoiding the interstate, beating traffic by taking the back roads, and only making left turns when absolutely necessary. Or you could talk to your local Geico agent, whose policy is to use their expertise to navigate your insurance, finding the best route to help you save money on insurance for your home, car, and more. And as an added bonus, you'll be able to avoid traffic jams and potholes entirely. To find a Geico agent near you, visit geico.com/local.
At AT&T, everyone, new and existing customers, get our best deals on every smartphone. Why? Because you deserve it. For turning your living room into your office and your gym. For teaching grandma how to video call. And teaching her again.
It's the button on your left, Nana. Okay, your other left.
It's not complicated. Everyone deserves something new. So AT&T is giving everyone, new and existing customers, our best deals with every unlimited plan on every smartphone, even the latest ones.
AT&T may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Restrictions and exceptions may apply.
Hey, Pennsylvania. With Unibet Sportsbook's Level Up Parlay Booster, you can get unlimited parlay boosts of up to 50%. Sign up today to get $500 risk-free. Build a parlay no one else in Pennsylvania could have thought of. Download the app or visit pa.unibet.com. Unibet Sportsbook. Crazy about the odds. Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm not answering. It's another one of those expiring warranty calls.
Speaking of warranties, would have been nice to have warranty coverage when our furnace broke last month.
You know, Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractors offer up to 10 years of protection on a new system.
Huh, and that's peace of mind, knowing we're covered if we need service.
Safeguard your investment with up to 10 years of service protection from Bryant. Exceeding industry standards, one more way Bryant does whatever it takes to keep you comfortable. Go to nopaybryant.com to find a dealer near you.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Get running at Dunkin' with $2 medium iced coffees from 2 to 6 p.m. Sip into fall and try yours with fan favorite pumpkin swirl. Make time for happy hour and enjoy a $2 medium iced coffee from 2 to 6 p.m. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
After 9 seasons in the NFL, take it from me. Your team is like family. Make sure your home caregiver is from my team. Because when it comes to home care, you want your loved ones cared for like family. Contact my team at Affordable Home Care today.
It's Thursday, which means we have football. Cincinnati is taking on Jacksonville tonight. Who do you like? Do you like Cincinnati? Do you like Jacksonville? What if I said it doesn't even matter? It doesn't matter who you bet on, because what if I told you could win an easy $200 in this game? It's on BetMGM. They're the king of sportsbooks, and for many reasons, but one of them is great offers like this one. All you have to do is place a $10 moneyline wager on either Jacksonville or Cincinnati. And when one of those two teams scores a touchdown, you're going to end up winning $200 in free bets, regardless of your bet's outcome. That's $10 to win $200. And look, this is basically a lock, all right? The odds of Cincinnati and Jacksonville becoming a field goal game are slim to none, and slim just left. So hop on this offer while it's here, all right? All you have to do is enter Pat Egan 200 when you register with BetMGM, and then make sure that your first bet is a $10 moneyline wager in either Jacksonville or Cincy. And once again, when the first touchdown is scored, you're going to win. But you have to enter that bonus code. You have to enter Pat Egan 200 when you take it, when you sign up and register with the king of sportsbooks, BetMGM. This is a new customer offer. It's paid in free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years or older, Pennsylvania only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
I've got a dog named after Nick Foles. You can't get more Philly than that. We're always loving the backup quarterback.
How's everyone doing? On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
The 9 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show is brought to you by the Bagster. It's a dumpster and a bag. Get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. For details, go to Bagster.com. I could have used one getting all the cardboard out. The guy at the recycle place now knows me by name. Carload after carload. How many boxes do you have? It's like, how many boxes do you have? I said, he goes, are you rushing to get them out of the house? I said, yeah. I want cardboard out of the house. I'm afraid of roaches. Do not like roaches.
Roaches like cardboard?
Roaches nest in cardboard.
Breaking news. John Kincade moves into his new home.
They lay your head in. They lay their eggs in cardboard, and in damp spots.
Really?
Yes, they do.
So do
they
you have
love
a damp
cardboard.
spot?
So I do not want any. I do not want any roaches. And I like the roaches. Ricky Patalka's in the house.
Hey,
I like roaches. Pee my pants. I do not like roaches.
Who does?
Nobody
Mice?
likes them.
No, but I mean, like a mouse wouldn't.
What
scare
are they
me.
around for? You know,
Roaches?
each you know,
Ever.
bees,
They're around
honey, we
forever.
get it. Everything's around for something. What are they around for?
To prove that you can survive in this world no matter what.
Is that what they are? Like, I mean,
They feed upon decaying organic matter, leaf litter, and wood around it. So they help clean up degrading plant materials.
So they're good. So then
no,
what's-
roaches
spiders
are not good. Roaches are
Well,
not
you're
good.
going to eat the degrading plant material, John?
We had a giant snake on the property in one of those windows that drops down to the basement, and it was a live snake. I was like, I'll get the snake out. I'm not afraid.
I want no part of a snake.
See, I'm not afraid of snakes at all, and that's what my wife said. The same thing to me, going, a roach and snake. Snake. I was pissed that Dave the Builder took the snake out.
I got lucky. I stepped on a rattler in Arizona.
When you were golfing?
Playing golf. Didn't even see it. Just stepped on it. And the guy next to me came up and like literally stabbed its head down so I could move my foot.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it started. It wasn't making any noise, and all of a
You
sudden
got to stay in the fairway.
I was like, oh my god,
Ricky, in the fairway.
I know they got.
No, you probably get out of your cart.
Well,
sometimes.
they got those Gila monsters out there. They sit there and just look at you, and apparently they have tongues that will come after you.
Did you call the pro shop for a new set of shorts after that?
Oh man, no. But I was having some beer, so I don't.
Yeah, I'm not talking about a rattler.
I didn't care that much.
I'm afraid of rattlers.
Yeah,
I'm not playing Billy Badass here.
Yeah, I probably could. Probably could have used a new pair of shorts.
First of all, I ain't no bitch.
Snakes, knowing the safe snakes
Gardener
from the bad snakes. Yeah.
My dad used to throw the gardener snakes in the garden.
Yes.
Kind of mess with you with them. I didn't like that.
They're going to take it. See, you were traumatized.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
By the way, Kate Scott making quite the impression in her initial interview here on The Fanatic with
She was awesome.
She was great.
She followed me last night, I noticed.
Me too.
I got to give her a refollow.
She is. She's fantastic, and she just made a lot of friends. She's
cool.
Gentleman says here, he goes, are her bosses going to like her being that candid and that funny? I said, I think that's why.
Probably why she got hired. Yeah.
Exactly. She's
same boss
different.
I have.
See, so there you go. They're going to like her for being candid
Rick.
and funny, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Candid and funny.
Well, people want real.
Yes.
Nobody wants hoity-toity behind the mic.
You know what? That's a really good point because things have changed a lot.
Look at the Manning cast.
Like
that's
when
real.
Yeah. But, there were times when I first came on that people were like, oh my goodness, why is he saying that? Why is he? Now it's just like, good. They deserve that. That's what he should be saying type thing.
NBC Sports Philadelphia.
So I kind of was well ahead of my time.
Can I give NBC Sports Philadelphia a programming idea? And maybe they'll listen to me? How about next year, selected Phillies games?
The Ricky live view?
You do a Manning cast. No, you do a Manning cast type thing.
I'm in.
With Ricky Bo on NBC Sports Alternate.
Yeah,
and you just have, it's on the couch. It's on the couch, guy on a recliner, guy on the couches, and you're sitting there and you're watching the game and you're having a baseball conversation.
A pizza box, Boa pops in.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not afraid.
That would be. I'll tell you, if the team,
Lock her up.
if the team is anything like this year's team and how they play, it would get better ratings. And that's no slam on the regular broadcast.
You're probably right. I mean, you put me in a room with anybody at that point in time. Oh, that would be funny. Have a fan in there every once.
Wouldn't it be great?
Random fan.
No, every game somebody is randomly selected. The Phillies can send somebody.
That's a great idea.
It is a great
I
idea.
do it once a week, though.
Yeah, you don't want that every night.
I said selected games.
Oh, okay.
You do it like you don't do it every night.
No,
Yeah,
like 40
selected
games a year or something.
Like that'd be great.
Yeah.
I promise you they'd see a return on investment.
I would watch
Friday
it.
nights.
Or something like
That's
that.
good.
Friday Night Lights with Ricky
That
Batalico.
could get really ugly.
It'd be fun though.
Oh my God! Have this bottle of tequila get in here.
Yeah.
Okay, we had a little discussion about this team's listless answer to a listless, lifeless response to the season on the line. If there was any chance, you had to go down to Atlanta and you had to show what you were, and they've shown what they were.
Yeah. Wow. Where do you even start? It started Sunday. I think it started Sunday against Pirates. They came out in that game like it didn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're coming out in that game thinking, oh, got 3 games in Atlanta, we're going to go down and take them. They didn't take a good look at the Atlanta's roster before they went there. I'll tell you that much. This is a team that lost it on Sunday. They lost the season on Sunday. I had no how could you have any confidence going into Atlanta when you think about this. There's one player that would start in Atlanta's lineup, and that's Bryce Harper.
Yes.
Maybe
And that's
JT.
only if Acuna's out.
Maybe
Whoa,
JT.
that's only if Acuna's out, because Acuna starts over Harper.
Yeah, but I think you would find a place for Harper.
Yeah, you would. But Acuna starts over Harper.
Yeah, my
if
point
he's healthy.
my point is Harper would be in the lineup.
Harper's the MVP of the NL. It's hard to say anybody starts over him, but I hear your point.
You think that's locked right now?
Yeah.
I think it should be, but
I don't
if he
think
keeps
it's
sliding
locked.
here
I don't
for
think
4
it's
more
locked.
games.
Yeah.
No, I think he locked it up last week. His numbers are absurd. He's first in most major categories.
It's garbage teams.
I don't care.
Right, you don't, but maybe somebody who
Well,
votes
the guy
does.
that's covering the San Francisco Giants that puts his votes in is going to look at the stat sheets.
Before everybody here, anoints him, I think they should look at numbers around the league. Look at Austin Riley. I know it's a funny name.
He's supposed to be what Alec Boehm is to us.
Dude, he's got over 100.
I know.
Or either right at or over 100 RBIs. I mean, these
He's
guys
awesome.
are run producers.
They have a farm system.
Freddie's just under 300. And the guy started
Remember
off
how
at,
bad that start was?
111 through the first 16 or 17. There's a lot of guys out there with some numbers that people are closing their eyes to.
And they spent $36 million less than the Phillies.
They have a farm system.
True.
$36 million less.
True. But I think a bigger problem is JT Realmuto.
Yes, huge problem.
I mean, I have a weird feeling we're going to find out
a couple
surgeries or something at the end of the year.
So that causes you to chase bad balls. And
yes, he looks
at the plate.
uncomfortable up at the plate. He just does not look focused. He does not look like he wants to be there at this point in time.
Because he looks at the plate. Talk about listless.
That's what I'm talking about.
But is you saying because he's injured?
I think it's because he's injured. I
that
think
he just doesn't want to be there.
I think his ankle's killing him. No, it's not that you don't want to be there. It's that your body doesn't want you to be there.
Yeah, that's the worst thing in sports.
Because he doesn't look like it.
When your body is not capable of doing what your mind wants it to do, and Ricky, you had it with your shoulder and all that, it comes off as like you said, John, it comes off almost as a disinterest, but it is it's a disappointment, and it's a frustration that I've seen it in guys, and it's just like, when your body isn't there for you as a professional athlete, that blows.
I am not doubting his work ethic, his whatever.
No,
I mean,
he looks like he's in good shape. That's not the point. The point is that you could see it in his face, his facial expressions, his swings and misses. I mean, he's grimacing. He's got problems.
What you can't see in his facial expressions is Aaron Nola.
Well,
and it's just a summary.
Wasn't a terrible game last night.
But it is terrible when you put. Go back and watch the dugout. Down 2-0.
Oh, they closed it.
They're like, he gives them nothing. He pops the balloon.
I want to ask you guys something. They go down a couple runs. Did you feel like they were coming back last night?
Not last night, no.
Not at all.
No. But I also thought Nola would give up more. This is
why I said, okay, go down 7-0 to the Nationals and the Pirates and then come back. That's fine. Try that with the Braves. Not going to happen.
Push comes to shove. They have 8 hits in 2 games, in the 2 biggest games of the season.
And 2, 3, 4, 5. How about 1 for 29?
Nothing.
Yeah. That's pathetic.
It's terrible.
That's worse than. I mean, there are no words for that. I mean, there are some cuss words that you could throw in there, and it's still not good enough. That is horrible.
I don't give a. You can't roll this back again. You can't roll this back. There needs to be a major because something's wrong with the DNA of that club.
100%. 100%.
And it needs a. You got to go in there with the scalpel and cut it out.
I have a question for you. You know, I think it was last week we were talking about that the fan base does not seem to like this team at all.
They don't.
Okay, here's another reason I just thought of. I was sitting there after the first game of the Braves series, and I'm like, well, I wonder who we're going to hear from tonight. Who are we going to hear from that I want to hear from? Well, you're thinking JT because he had a bad game. Maybe Bryce might talk. You know what we get? Girardi, Wheeler, who threw well, and then Brad Miller. What the hell?
I don't need to hear from Bamboo Brad about anything.
But that's the other point. Guys hide in the clubhouse.
Yep.
No wonder why they're hated. Nobody knows who they are.
Bryce Harper should be out front and center every single time that he can be.
I will throw this out there. He is out there a lot.
Oh, he is out a lot.
But I think
it's usually more pregame.
People are a little sick of that.
It's usually more pregame.
No, we've gotten him a bunch of post games where we got to do better. And I've seen a lot.
We were so fired up for this series in Atlanta. This is just what we played for all year. We played to be in it. We're in it in Atlanta. Just get to Atlanta. This is what you did. This is what they did, Bryce.
You asked for the wrong thing.
They showed up in a bad spot. It's terrible.
So, Ricky, we talked about this earlier a little bit, and the Rhys Hoskins thing we've done with you before. Are they a better team than they were before the All-Star break? And even though Rhys Hoskins wasn't with the team, were they still a better team, whether their record shows or not? Because it appears their pitching got
If Hoskins was with the team, they win more games. They win probably 4 or 5 more games since the All-Star break.
Do you know what the record was with them when they were all together?
It doesn't matter. He was getting going there.
It was 55 and 52. In the games he played this year.
3 games over.
They're 55 and 52. And the games without him, they're 26 and 25.
Okay,
they got better at the trade deadline.
They're the same team.
Okay, I understand where you're going with this. I just think he was starting to play a lot better.
But I don't know if Harper would have played the same if he didn't have to carry the team.
If he had protection in the lineup.
I see where you're coming from.
You know what I mean? It's like this team was listless for 55 and 52 when they had them all.
Yeah, but if you have 2 guys going in the right direction, I think that changes a lot of things.
Bryce Harper doesn't get worse with protection.
No, he gets better. Or he's not going to get walked, that's for sure.
That's not as much walks.
I think that's what happened here in the Atlanta series is that he thought he was going to get pitched around, I think.
I don't know why anybody was pitching to him.
They're not.
He had nobody protecting him.
Well, he's not swinging the bat well now.
So they're not afraid to swing him right now. Right.
By the way,
he's
a minus 250 favorite for MVP. So
he'll restat it up and down in Florida
when the season's over and nothing's on the line.
Yeah, watch. They're going to tear it up and down in
garbage
Miami.
games.
Oh, yeah.
I said 80.
Make us wait 5
I said
hours to finish
85.
a game.
Jamie, you said 87.
I was 86.
You were 86. Bob, what were you? You were lower than everybody.
I think I was 83.
Bob's going to be closest.
I was 86 also.
I had 85. Bob's going to be closest.
We're all
though,
relatively close.
We're all in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's incredible, though.
Yeah, but what neighborhood are we in?
The mediocre neighborhood.
But here's the thing.
There
though.
are people that thought they would win 90 this year.
There were. The thing is, though, if they think that if there are people out there who believe that they're going to that they were going to be an 85 win team like me before the year, if they end up winning 84, then what am I complaining about?
You're complaining because when they got to certain points in the season where they could have taken that extra step and maybe surprised some people, they didn't do it. There's your bottom line. They are generally a 500 team. I don't think I know they're going to probably be a couple games over 500, but generally they're still that same 500 team. Why do you think people aren't happy about it? Usually you're happy if your team finally gets over that 500 mark. Nobody gives a crap. Everybody looks at this team and says, I don't like them, so I don't care. So it showed by the attendance the last weekend.
So what you're saying is they're going to need massive changes to get people to care.
They're going to need a lot. They need a lot.
Are they capable of it? Because a guy like Nola, Jason Stark says there's more value in keeping him than trading him.
His contract's not bad.
Yeah, and he's at an all-time low.
And you think of him as a number 3, that's fine.
Like Rhys Hoskins, do we want to watch another year of defense at first base? Alec Boehm, you can't really count on.
There might be a...
I hope.
There's going to be a lockout. December 1st, there's going to be a lockout.
I hope there's a DH.
They have to be back, though.
But what's the big change?
They'll lose...
What's going to get
people? Lose that they got already, yes.
I'm just telling you right now, I don't know what either side would want it. I guess the ownership would probably want the salaries to come down a little bit. The players would probably say, "Oh, bring the salary cap," or somebody's going to ask for a salary cap because that's what it's always about.
Yeah,
and somebody's not.
Well, every other pro sport's doing it.
You can't
to great success.
Baseball locks out. You might as well kiss its ass goodbye because these fans right now, they are not coming in flocks. If you haven't noticed, and you start doing this to people at this point after a pandemic and this and that, you're asking for it. You really are. Go ahead, try it.
Pat, you're a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
You buying? You're buying what Ricky? No, you're buying what Ricky's selling there.
Yeah, no, and the terrifying thing is Rob Manfred is the guy who would do this because he's so stupid and idiotic that he wouldn't see the forest of the trees and he would just sit there and go, well, we're going to put our foot in the ground and we're not going to move. Ricky's right. Like if they go in another lockout, fans aren't coming back.
Here's the thing: is I think baseball of all sports needs a salary cap, and needs
they do have a cap. It's just too high.
No, but they don't have a salary cap.
And by the way, they don't have.
It's not like the other sports.
How do you add a cap now? All these guys are making $20 million. Guys that suck in the bullpen are making $6 million.
Well, you give them multiple years to catch to its as it's implemented.
Okay, I understand that, but you have to understand something. The owners are at fault. They're the dummies that are paying these guys $6 million a year. Think about that for a second. There are guys with close to 5 ERAs making that much money in the bullpen.
Must be nice.
I'm going to give Ricky.
I was released with a 5-something or a 4-something,
right?
Yeah, a 4-5.
I'm going to give Ricky Pitalico major props here, and I saved this all year because I thought for sure you were going to be wrong. So I saved this because I thought you were going to be wrong. You were exactly right. You said opening day, the winner of the National League East was probably going to win 88 games.
There you go.
The Braves have 85 wins.
Yeah, because I told you
and I laughed at you. And I laughed at you.
And I said, you never know.
No, I laughed at you. I I kept it. And I'm being honest. I kept it because I wanted to come back and go, where was that? You're going to end up being probably close to exactly right on that.
But I also thought in a different way, though. I thought it was going to be a black and blue division.
You thought Mets will be in there, Phillies will be in it?
I thought they were going to beat the living daylights out of each other, which didn't really happen in this division. Because
it was a weird year.
Because the Nats kind of quit. I mean,
they did.
The Nats quit, and the Marlins got real bad real quick.
Hey, Temple alumni, fly out of your owl's nest. Don't miss the homecoming football game. Temple battling Memphis this Saturday at noon at Lincoln Financial Field. For tickets, visit owlstix.com.
So, Rick, what's the big move that happens in this offseason?
There's going to be a lot.
A lot of big moves?
I think you have. What else could you do? I have a weird feeling they're going to get a shortstop.
So do I. The market's huge for it.
There's 6 or 7 of them out there, from Story to Correa. There's a lot of them.
When I say, Didi, go to the bench, you're my bench bat. I'm not paying you to walk away.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay him to walk away either. I think Odubel's going to be gone.
Good.
I think they pay the $2.5 million, get out of that contract.
No brainer.
Is that all it is?
Yeah.
To get out of 2.5?
It's either 2.5 or you pay him 11.5.
Oh no,
to play,
I'd be glad. I'd be glad to see that. Just free it up.
Yeah.
By the way, he isn't amongst the biggest problems on this team.
No, he's not. But I think he's a
worn out as well.
Let me put it this way: he's kind of like the disease that is hung around.
Okay.
And you want it. Okay, it's still there, but you're getting rid of it. Let's completely get rid of it.
Okay.
Right?
What do you do at third base?
Third base, you
got to try that again.
No, with who?
You got to try it. You got to try it. Alec Boehm can't be cut out.
I'm all for giving him another year, too.
I can't cut him out.
I just want him to get to the point.
I never want to see him play defense.
They have enough depth in their starting lineup where they could bring up a Bryson Stott and let him play a little bit and let him get. They have screwed up so badly bringing these guys up into situations. That is a problem. I mean, think about it. Mickey Moniak, you never really gave him a chance at the big league level.
No.
I don't watch a kid come up for like a week here and then get sent down for a month, then a week here. That's not a number one pick. Number one pick, you let him get his feet wet, and then you say, all right, kid, you have 5 months to prove yourself and go. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? They haven't had a team that they could do that with.
No, they haven't.
That's a problem. You need depth.
They also need to be able to have a starter, that there's another starter in your organization that can be brought up so you don't have a bullpen game every fifth day.
Here's what I'm. Let's look at the starting rotation, right? Wheeler, yes.
Yes.
I believe Ranger will be your number 2.
Okay, I think that's a reach, but okay.
I think you have 3 and 4 in Nola and Gibson.
Yes.
And 5 is your toss-up point.
No, but I mean, you need
panic there.
But you
right?
need 7, 8.
Okay, but
in your organization, as far as
in my opinion, to start with, that's not your panic spot.
Okay.
Your panic spot is obviously the bullpen because they suck.
Right.
I mean, there's no other way. 34 blown saves. You know what? Get the last blown save, so at least we could say you have the record.
I'm with you.
Be achievers.
Yes.
Be achievers.
Go for something.
Ties suck.
Hey, we are going to get in a lot more with Ricky, too. And if you got a question you want to jump in, you can. 610-632-0975. Overhaul, a tweak, or running it back doesn't seem like it's an option with Ricky. We'll get to it all next. John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge, wants you to get the most out of every play. That's why they're giving everyone a $10 risk-free bet every week. Thursday night, tonight, it's the greatest of opportunities to give it a try. All you have to do is bet same-game parlay bet with 3 legs or more. And if your bet doesn't win, FanDuel will pay you back up to $10. Now, you got Cincinnati, Jacksonville tonight. Let me give you a 3-leg parlay right off the bat. Love Cincinnati laying the 7.5. Cincinnati quarterback Joe Burrow, go with the over of 253.5. And then Jamar Chase, great wide receiver on my fantasy team. He's an anytime scorer. You can lay minus 125 on that. There's your 3 legs and hope for the best. That's why I love FanDuel Sportsbook. They have fast payouts, so easy to use. It's safe and secure. It's why it's America's #1 sportsbook. There's no feeling like nailing a same-game parlay bet. So lock in your bet today on FanDuel Sportsbook and get up to $10 back if your bet doesn't win. If you're new to FanDuel Sportsbook, you can also claim your 30-1 odds on either team to win the Sunday night game, Tampa Bay, New England. What a great one that is. Just sign up with promo code Bob, and if your first bet loses, you get up to $1,000 back in site credit. That's promo code Bob. 21 and older and present in Pennsylvania. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Match refund $10. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Same game parlay available for multiple sports in all states on mobile or web. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Sir, one more outburst, I will strangle you with my microphone wire. You understand me?
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Join Pat Egan from the John Kincade Show Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. at J.D. McGillicuddy's, 111 Cotton Street, Manayunk, for Bud Light Saturday Game Night. Enter for a chance to win a trip for two to the January 2nd Birds game in Washington and a signed Boston Scott jersey, courtesy of Bud Light. Plus, enjoy $3 Bud Light drafts and $4 seltzers. Complete details at 975thefanatic.com.
Welcome to Wawa. Would you like to try our new paninis?
This spicy Italian garlic panini looks so crunchy, melty. But Phil, your dad was a hoagie man. His dad was a hoagie man. You are a hoagie man. You know what? Today, I'm a panini guy.
Switch up your routine with Wawa's delicious and crunchy breakfast and lunch paninis. Choose your favorite, like Southwest Turkey or a Chipotle Bacon Egg Panini. Available at Wawa. Now when you think dinner, think Wawa. Wawa's got everyone's cravings covered with endless dinner options, including the new double cheeseburger. With double the beef patties, double your choice of cheese, and if you'd like, double the bacon. Top it with fresh veggies, or don't top it at all. And while you're at it, throw in a side of fries. However you do dinner, Wawa's got you covered. Enjoy dinner your way. Available every day starting at 4 p.m. at Wawa.
Adam Schefter, every Wednesday morning at 8:10 a.m.
Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It's still the same story on Jalen Hurts. Guy's a good quarterback, guy's a leader, he's a winner, but he still has to prove some things for him to be the long-term guy. Like, it's up to him to prove that and to show that he's worthy of being the guy long-term.
Adam Schefter, every Wednesday morning at 8:10 a.m.
Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is kicking off another week of action by giving all new customers a can't-miss offer. Bet just $1 on any football game this week and receive $150 in free bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC. That's code FANATIC at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Buying a car can be a bumpy ride. You need to get financing from a lender, insurance from an agency, and complete the purchase at a dealership. But Navy Federal Credit Union's fully loaded car buying experience makes car buying smooth. That's because there's everything you need to buy, finance, protect, and enjoy your dream car. Learn more at NavyFederal.org/car buying. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Hey, this is Kirk Herbstreit, and this season, with the help from our friends from the College Football Playoff in Eckridge, we're going to crown the first ever national tailgate champion.
I haven't washed my lucky apron since the big game in '96.
Oh, yeah? My tailgate hot sauce hits harder than a linebacker.
Well, honey, you haven't lived till you've had my Eckridge smoked sausage cheese dip.
Now I'm fired up. Are you the national tailgate champion? Eckridge, you do you.
Eckridge is an official sponsor of the College Football Playoff. No purchase necessary. Hence 12/13/21. To enter and for official rules, visit Eckridge.com/tailgate.
O'Reilly. O'Reilly Auto Parts specializes in keeping your car on the road. Not sure how much life is left in your battery? Our professional parts people will test it for free. If it does need to be replaced, we'll help you find just the right one to fit your car. Our Superstart batteries are built to handle even the toughest conditions. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Win your share of $1 million with the Bet Rivers Beat the Spread Challenge. When you bet on pro football games at Bet Rivers this season, you can win weekly and season-long prizes. Every time you beat the spread, you'll earn points and move your way up the leaderboard toward the top prizes. See official rules for details. Download the Bet Rivers app or go to betrivers.com and start winning. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
In college football, Goodyear knows a new season means new possibilities, where every Saturday is an opportunity on the road to greatness. No matter if you're out there playing your hardest or cheering the loudest from the sidelines, tailgating in the parking lot, or your favorite spot to watch the game, Goodyear knows passion is what drives us forward all the way to the playoffs. That's the road that moves us. Goodyear, more driven.
Well, one of the questions I get most about Squeeze.com is this: how many days should I juice for? Well, ask yourself, What do you want to accomplish? Do you want to drop some pounds, lose inches, sleep better, feel more energized? Once you set your goals, the number of days you select becomes easier to achieve. 3 days is about the right amount of time for the body to adjust to the cleanse and start to notice significant benefits. So why not give it a shot? Just go to squeeze.com and order today. That's squeezed.com.
Why has the Ford F-Series been the best-selling truck for 44 straight years? Because year after year, F-150 continues to be tough to its core. From its military-grade aluminum alloy body to its high-strength steel frame, F-150 is one tough truck. And with its towing and payload capacity and its class-exclusive Pro Power onboard generator, F-150 is up for any job. Check it out at buyfordnow.com and get to your local Ford store. Best-selling claim based on 1977 to 2020 calendar year total sales.
The first bet on Caesars Sportsbook app is up to $5,000 risk-free, people. When I told my team about the idea, they said I was being too wonderful and magnificent. But I don't care how awesome this makes me. I'm doing this for the people. So just download the app, and that first bet is up to $5,000 risk-free. Caesar made an app for the people.
Must be 21. Offer valid in New Jersey only and for new players. Paid in bet credits. Terms and conditions apply. See Caesars.com/promos. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com. The Fanatic app. And now on Odyssey.
Hey guys, it's Pat. Last night I had a hockey game. Puck drop was at a time when I normally go to bed. So what I did, just for a little pick-me-up, was I grabbed a Tropical Burst 5-Hour Energy, drank half of it, and it gave me the boost I needed to trip over the blue line. I then drank the rest on my way into work, and I'm good to go. But whether it's late-night hockey games or Thursday night football, 5-Hour Energy is there to give you a pick-me-up whenever it's needed. But 5-Hour Energy also wants to give your game day experience a bit of a pick-me-up because 5-Hour Energy knows that football fans love to do things like tailgate or hunker down, right? So 5-Hour Energy wants to help make game day a lot better for you. They want to help make your dream ultimate game day experience a reality. Because it doesn't matter if you want to tailgate with the boys or hunker down in a special room in the house, you need to enter the 5-Hour Energy football sweepstakes for a chance to win $10,000. Here's how you enter. Buy any 5-Hour Energy product, maybe the tropical fruit, the one that I had, or the watermelon, and then snap a photo of the receipt and upload the receipt to 5hesport.com. That's 5hesport.com. That's it. That's all you have to do. So grab a 5-Hour Energy today and enter. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 and a legal resident of the U.S. Ends December 10th, 2021. For official rules and how to enter without purchase, visit 5hesport.com. Void where prohibited.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
You know we really like you when you listen on the radio, but we love you a little bit extra when you take us with you after your ride on the 97.5 app.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Staples Connect has a new world of possible. Innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners. Explore what's new at your local Staples store or at staplesconnect.com. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. Ricky playing the air drums. Not even the air drums. You're playing like the desk drums. This is one a good opening yesterday, Bob. We talk about songs that have a good opening. Yeah. This is one that has a good opening.
There. Yeah.
It's a big wedding one.
Songs that have a good opening.
Thunderstruck.
Oh,
I used to listen to that before lacrosse games. I love that song.
Tracy Chapman, Fast Car.
Elevation.
That's a great one, Pat.
Elevation from U2.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
That's a good one.
Jungle Land.
Springsteen really fires you up. Nothing fires up middle-aged white guys in the Northeast
Born to
like
Run.
Springsteen.
Born to Run's got a good beginning.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Sprung from cages on Highway 9.
Rear fuel injected.
Because if John doesn't like it, it's not good.
No, I didn't say it's not good.
You don't like Springsteen?
No, I like Springsteen. I like Springsteen. But the cult of Springsteen drives me crazy. It's sort of like Met fans.
There's a cult for everything.
No, there is a cult. Especially, Pat, what do you say? Media media members in
the local media,
white media guys in the Mid-Atlantic.
There's one local media member who went to a Springsteen show, huge Springsteen fan. I'm not going to name names, but he compared it to a religious experience.
Might you see him at the airport?
Yes. No, it wasn't him.
It wasn't?
It wasn't him. But he was also
John?
at that show.
Well, I know
John.
Wasn't him. Guess what? I know John was at the show.
Religious experience.
Leave Johnny alone. He's one of my golf partners now.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude, but he's part of that cult, though.
He's a new golfer.
Yes. He's part of that cult, though.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Oh,
Bruce,
yes.
yeah.
He's part of that cult.
But you can't say that about a music group.
I can love a performer.
Pearl Jam. There's no cult there.
No, I can love a performer and not like its fan base. I can love a performer. Bruce Springsteen's a legend. Freaking
so you
legend.
don't like the middle-aged sports writers of Philadelphia?
No, I don't like the people, the shove it down your throat mentality of like, if you don't think he's the greatest, then you're wrong. And that's how they act.
The Limp Bizkit cult's the worst.
Limp Bizkit people are nasty.
Yeah.
They'll slash
they're
your
angry.
tires.
They want to break stuff.
They will slash your tires about this stuff. I want to know how Ricky Batalco played on a 12-year-old Little League team at 8.
Oh, there was a...
Wait a minute. This is crazy.
No, it wasn't crazy. By the way, the only reason I got anywhere decent at baseball is because I used to play with my brothers. My brothers are older than me, obviously. So when I was 7 or 8, we'd go to the park. I'm playing against 13-year-olds. And trust me, it wasn't like take it easy on Ricky type thing. It was like, let's try to stick it to
You must have been
Ricky.
a little pain in the backside, too.
I'm sure I was.
That's good, though.
Sure,
They trained you.
I don't know if they trained me.
No, it trained you.
Anyways, in Little League, you go to certain leagues. When you're 8 years old, you're supposed to go to the farm league. Then they had a junior, intermediate, then a major. Well, my dad was the coach of the major team, and it was my first year. And so I guess kids got hurt in the 12-year-olds. So my dad was going to bring up my middle brother, who was in intermediate. So he was at least, he's 2 years older than me plus. And he had to have his tonsils out, so instead of him going, I went.
Didn't parents complain?
I'm sure they did, but I was good enough to play.
How'd you do?
I did well. We won the town championship that year, so yeah.
You Connecticut
and it
kids.
wasn't like I didn't play. I played.
Those Connecticut kids, Jamie, they're much like your crew. The uppity Connecticut
What the hell's
kids.
wrong
They
with
play
our
good.
crews?
No, they play good
I
ball.
was not
up there.
an uppity kid. Wait a minute. To start with. I mean, you know what? You know what's uppity? These AAU teams. That's uppity.
Oh yeah,
to
you're
me,
right.
Okay, I didn't play AAU.
You didn't have engraved travel bags.
Absolute freaking
Right.
not.
Okay.
No, that ticks me off a little bit that you would say that.
No, it's the Connecticut.
I busted my ass to get everywhere I got.
I believe
Especially
you
in
did.
sports. I wasn't very big, and I played basketball, and I played well. I wasn't very big, and I played football, and I played that very well. I wasn't very big. I played baseball. I played that extremely well. So it was.
I believe you busted your backside. You got to the pros.
But you have to understand something. It was. So what does that mean?
I think getting to professional sports means you were perseverant.
That's pretty funny because when I got to the minor leagues, my first day in the minor leagues, I had Rolly DeArmas look at me, and mind you, I was a non-drafted free agent picked up from a beer league in the middle of the summer, and Rolly DeArmas looked at me and said, "You're the only one that's going to the big leagues from this team."
What was it?
We had 2 number 1 picks on that team. So you tell me who the hell was picking what back when?
What was it that he saw in you that day?
Dude, he said I threw a bullpen. He was like, "Holy bleep!" I mean, and I'm watching the other guys. I'm watching guys that were like number 2, number 3 picks. I'm thinking to myself, I could catch 4 days here and then pitch the 5th day. I could have at that point.
See?
I'm not kidding you.
You should have done it. You would have set a trend that should go on and on and on.
The old cliche was these guys played for Tennessee, they played for Texas, they played for Cal. Those are all the good players in the nation. And then when you see them play, you're like, that's not true. Not true at all. And it wasn't true because when my first day in the minor leagues was basically I flew in, went straight to the stadium, threw on a uniform, and went and pitched in a game. Same night. Well, all within about an hour and a half. Jeez. It was ridiculous. I didn't even know where I was. You're laughing.
No,
I'm not
laughing
from the South, and they told all it said on my ticket was Tri-Cities Airport.
Tri-Cities, which is bad because you could go to 3 states in 10 miles.
It ended up being Johnson City, Tennessee.
Yes, okay.
But like I said, all within an hour and a half, I was already in my first game.
That's awesome, though.
And I'm throwing high 90s, and my first batter is Dimitri Young, who I knew who he was, and struck him out on 3 pitches, and coaches were like, this guy's not going to be here long.
Your story sounds like, though, the NFL story now. NFL teams in 2020 spent more money on scouting.
Yeah.
More scouts were hired, were employed, than ever before. And more undrafted free agents make Pro Bowls.
Yeah. Because they have a desire. I had a desire to play. I think that my first day in the minor leagues, my first thought was do everything I can to make the major leagues. It wasn't It wasn't like I'm better than everybody else. I just wanted to keep getting better. And I learned a lot. And to me, my catching background actually helped me in the minor leagues because I already knew how to set up hitters from catching. I did pitch a little bit here and there. I mean, I pitched obviously in the beer league beforehand, but my biggest mistake apparently was not throwing any breaking balls because I didn't need one. And I had Bob's seen my curveball. I had a really good curveball when I came up. And I remember you get to a certain point and they're like, all right, let's throw a bullpen. I'm throwing fastballs and they're like, all right, breaking ball. I threw my first breaking ball and I'll never forget Carlos Arroyo, who was a pitching coach down there, a pitching coordinator. Hold on a second. He goes running into the clubhouse, comes back out, shows me the scouting report. Said breaking ball, none. And I said, he goes, why would it say that? I said, probably because I didn't need to throw it.
You didn't need to throw it.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Spotting fastballs.
And 2.5 years later, I have Tommy Lasorda saying I have the best curveball in the league. So you tell me.
So you bring up the desire thing, and it brought me mentally to Ben Simmons.
I'm a guy that's exactly what I was
thinking too.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
No, I wasn't privileged like that. I wasn't.
No, I know, and that's why I bring it up.
You're in Connecticut, but you weren't privileged. I mean, you were still.
What the hell does that even mean? Where did you grow up?
He's gonna knock
in Broomall, Pennsylvania.
Oh, so yeah,
19008.
Right off the Blue Route. Yeah, you weren't privileged there, John.
No, we were not privileged.
But you know what I'm saying.
Privileged to have a mom and dad that took care of me.
But that's a bunch of crap because I'm from Connecticut.
I'm just
I didn't
saying.
say I was from the Gold Coast. I'm not from Greenwich. I'm not a New Yorker moved
You're
in.
very sensitive on this topic.
Never been in Norwalk.
You caught me on a crappy day. You knew last night I was living, so coming in here.
All right, so bringing it back to Ben Simmons, he was privileged. He was always told he was the best. Why? Like, where's the desire to want to be better? Maybe he just doesn't care to play anymore. Did anybody ever think of this? I've thought of it. Yeah.
I mean,
well,
or he's just okay with what he is, and that's sad to me.
My whole thing is, don't you want to be better every single time you would take that field or whatnot? And
you would great ones too.
Just because the fans are against you at one point, my thought would be, I'm going to turn that around. I'm going to somehow turn that around to my advantage.
Yeah.
And I don't think he has that mentality. He just wants out. I think maybe he was the Scott Rowland type who kind of wanted out from the get go.
Could be.
You ever think of that?
Yeah. No. And you brought up that you weren't privileged. We all know that in the game, but you were around probably privileged teammates.
Oh, no doubt about it.
So if you're a teammate of a Ben Simmons right now, although they all came out and said the right thing, we want him on the team.
Yeah, they didn't mean any of it.
What's the deeper feeling there? Do you think?
I think they're like, this is just asinine. I think, why is he not here? Why wouldn't he come? I mean, if you're getting paid to play, which you are, why wouldn't you just be there?
He said he'll sit out the whole year now.
He said he'd sit out more than that. He doesn't want to play in front of Philadelphia fans. I'm
letting him sit.
You let him sit, but
I'm not taking a crappy deal just to be rid of him.
I agree with that. If you know what, if it's going to cost him, it's going to cost him, right?
Yes.
I don't know how these fines work.
By the way, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, but is that money that he has to give back, or is that money that
it's money he will not?
He just won't get.
He won't get
$330,000 a game.
No. Those fines will come out. Plus, he will not get the money in the season.
So he'll get fined $330,000 a game
per game,
or is that just he's losing that salary? I have a hard time believing that you could.
I think it's just lost salary.
I think they say it's lost salary in the season. But they can.
No, there's a certain speculation. It's like games X through X and then X through X.
Well, like media day was potentially up to 50,000.
Okay, that's probably nothing to him.
Yeah, probably. But $330,000 a game.
That
starts
lot.
I want to call your bluff.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if he just shows up for opening night?
He's not going to though.
He could. And what are the Sixers going to do? They're probably going to put him on.
If I'm Embiid, I say I don't want you.
Oh, no. The Players Association has already said that they're not backing him in this. Like, it's already been pretty much that he's not getting the backing of the Players Association.
No, but
far as that there's a grievance.
Wait a minute. He could just walk there on his own on opening night and say, okay, I'm here.
And he could. And they'd be a better team.
Pay the rest of the fines and just.
They'd be a better team if he did.
That's not my point, though. If he wants to make his money, all he has to do is show up on opening night.
And that's what they want him to do, at least right now. They want him to get his market value up.
Do you really want him to show up at this point?
As opposed to not playing at all?
He's past the point, I think, unless he came back and had a big time apology right now. He's past that point of winning these fans back.
Oh, God,
I'd be more wondering, Bob, if he wins his own locker room.
Yeah, I think that's
would be
done.
the biggest concern.
What came out this week that he can't play with Joel Embiid? If I'm the Sixers, I reach out and said, all right, that was the last straw. You can't be here. We don't want you
Where do you
here.
go from here, though? The guy doesn't want to play for this franchise. I think that's perfectly clear, right?
Yeah.
He's
Absolutely.
made a perfectly clear statement.
Made it clear.
So how do we clear this up? Because as a whole, you need to clear it up.
No, but you have to have a market of people that want him, and they don't. It's not a person. They
People will
totally
take him.
overthought.
They just don't want to pay for him.
No, because they're looking at him and they're going, "This guy he's mental." There's something about him.
So in reality, right now, the Sixers really don't have to pay him anything.
No.
All right, so screw it. Let him sit there. Let him rock.
But I mean, you're hurting yourself in the long run.
I agree with that, but if you're not getting anything, what's the difference?
Well, because at some point, something becomes better than nothing.
I think you wait until when's the trade deadline for basketball?
February, typically.
I'd wait
He's
till
not
February.
waiting that long. He's not going to miss. This guy is not going to lose $3-4 million
much has
missing
he
10 or
made
12
already?
games.
He said, what's that?
To date?
Yeah, today.
Oh, probably what?
How much what?
Let me look that
How much
up.
money has he made already?
Yeah.
What'd you guess? Bob estimate.
70.
Yeah. Is that what it is? 70?
I don't know. I'm guessing 58 to 70, something in that
Keep
window.
going on your typewriter over there.
He's going to miss.
Typewriter.
He's got it.
That's what somebody privileged would say.
Hey, say reset your metabolism and
Typewriter.
lose that summer vacation weight. With NJ Diet, it takes only 40 days to lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40 plus pounds. Go to njdiet.com
I'm good.
or call 855-5NJ-DIET.
56 million to date.
So
That's pretty good.
56. I mean, it's
Oh,
yeah,
no.
but he's a jet setter. He's everywhere.
But he just bought
Correct.
$17.5 million house.
He's going to
so
miss.
Knock that off.
If he
That's
misses
basically-
12 games,
That's basically all of that.
Yeah, plus agents and
When
12
you think
games is
about
four-
it,
12 games is
17
$4
you're
million
losing
bucks.
half.
I mean, he does have advertisements, so he's made more than that.
He's probably made triple that.
wait, though.
I'm sure he's made more in
Wait a minute,
advertising
though.
than he has anything
If
else.
that's the reason you got to watch The Jump. The advertisement is tied to playing or being on an NBA
Okay,
roster.
but
Not with his
where they
video
have a right,
games.
where they got a right to be able to say to you.
He's talking about he's already made.
But his other things, they have a right on a lot of these endorsements that you are still active in the league.
Sure,
or
Nike
otherwise.
would.
I got to tell you, if you made more than if you bought a $17.5 million house, you've made more than $50 million.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, it's going
What are you
to get.
laughing
I'm just laughing
over
at.
here?
I want to see him bleed.
Yeah.
I want to see him bleed.
Like I said before,
It's puny.
Like, how many years of Joel Embiid do you get playing at this level? Here's the problem, and Jamie outlined this before this Ben Simmons thing even started. You may only get 5 premier years of Joel Embiid. Are you cutting off your nose to spite your face to say, we don't need anything for Ben, we just want to fine him all year? And then he has a great year, but you don't have the surrounding cast to really do much? To me, that's a waste of a year. You got to try to improve this team
Well, yeah,
somehow.
you can't waste Embiid anymore.
Yeah, right?
There is no.
So that's where the problem really
What was
lies.
it? 2 years he basically didn't even play when he started, right?
Yeah,
and
this
then
first 2
This
years.
is his prime.
yeah, I mean you're in his prime.
Yeah. So
And I think
and
the thing
basically you're wasting it if you don't get something.
And that's
for
a
him.
guy you don't want to waste.
No.
man.
No.
He's a guy that loves it here. He's a guy that wants to play for you. He's a guy that wants to put up a championship. I mean, you got to help him out.
The thing is, though, without Ben Simmons, they're not a championship contender.
Or trade him.
They're not a championship contender.
I mean, does this really stem from he wouldn't shoot? I mean,
Basically.
I think he's being gutless. I don't think he's ready to face the crowd, face the challenge of being good here because he's scared
I
to
think it
death.
was really the topper was the pass on the where,
Oh my
where he had
gosh.
the lay-in or the dunk. I mean, it's
Most of these
gotten to that
excuses
point.
are garbage. It's just he saw it a chance to run, and he's running.
But I'm asking all of you, including Bob. Bob's been close to the Sixers for a long time. My thought is this: did he not want to be here for a long time?
Yes.
Probably.
And this is his excuse.
People always said the minute he was drafted, he's going to want to be in California one day. And everybody was right.
See, that's why you got to beware. What you hear at
Psychological evaluation should be a major part of draft processes.
I agree. I agree with
Markelle
that.
Fultz and Ben Simmons are example 1, 2, and Carson Wentz can be 3.
And you know who else was 4 was Joel Embiid, but he overcame it. See, I think Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons at the same time were kind of aloof, and the organization said, give them whatever they want. Let them do whatever they want. Embiid appreciated it and worked harder. Simmons got it and said, screw, as we say, screw you, give me the big money and I'm out of here. So
He got it.
I didn't like
He
the way.
did.
Yeah, I didn't like the way the organization handled either one of them when they were younger. It was basically the ownership group answered to them, and then Simmons went the wrong way, and Embiid went the right way.
I'm sure a lot of people out there would think, oh, he's doing this like play on purpose, so the team would trade him. Do you think there's a lot of people out there that think that? Not that,
Like
not
that would
that I
mean he
believe
threw. Like
that.
you mean through the
Not
series?
really through it, but they want him to shoot. He's not going to shoot.
Oh, there was a
Whatever they
game
want
plan
to
by
do.
him. I'm
Yeah?
convinced.
So you do believe that?
I'm convinced there was a game plan on him of screw you guys, and it started way back when before last season, when Brett Brown came out and said, I want him to shoot every game. I want him to shoot 3-pointers. He goes out in the first preseason game, shoots one, and then goes 38 games without shooting one. They go to the pandemic. A huge story comes out by Jackie McMullen. In the story, they talk about him shooting threes. I go to his parents. He comes out first game, shoots a 3, and then doesn't shoot another one. There was a game. This guy knew what he was.
He's mental.
There's
something going on there. There's something going on.
Mental game that he's playing.
No, because he's alienating teammates. He's alienating stars in the league are mocking him. The ESPYs.
We're still talking about him. Stop talking about him, and he'll never.
He's
he'll
hijacking my
do anything.
franchise.
The ESPYs.
Yeah, he is.
The ESPYs mock him
J.O.
in the monologue. He's getting mocked by other professional athletes. He's not getting embraced or
It's probably
supported.
not good.
He got so coddled here, he was able to design his jersey.
That's a little.
Which is so freaking weird.
That's
The Sixers have some blame in giving him the keys to the castle.
By the way, I
no
hate that
question.
jersey.
No question.
It grew on me. But the fact that he was allowed to
That's what
design a
that's
team's
what bothered me
jersey,
about it, yeah.
like that shows you how coddled he was.
Yeah.
And now he
Too
just
much.
turned around and slapped you in the face.
Oh, he definitely he didn't slap. He took a big swing.
Spit, slapped, and then punched you in the nose.
That's
Big
an
winner.
uppercut.
Big winner coming for the Phillies.
Huge winner, I think.
It's going to be interesting.
You and I both agree on that. We,
Yes,
we think there's
huge
going to be a
winner.
lot of
I think it's going to be a
damage.
fire
We
sale.
got Donnie Baseball's kid.
Yeah, we do.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Yeah.
Ricky, we love having you, baby.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome guy. Ricky Batalico joining us here in studio. Want to remind you, support life-saving cancer